Crash Course DM.
Welcome to Crash Course DM. I am your Dungeon Master, Chris. Here with us tonight, we have our heroic adventuring party, starting with Joe.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'll be playing Blibb'th tonight, the Hobgoblin Bard.
We also have Nick, or Shea.
Hey, this is Sable, Nyx, Nightshade. I'll be playing Shea Ingram tonight.
Just kidding, guys. It's Shea. I'll be playing Sable, Nyx, Nightshade, the cook of the Thesius, the long lost Thesius. We miss you, buddy.
We also have with us tonight, as a player for the third time ever, Josh.
Hey everybody, Josh Greenway here. I am playing Dunwill Stormstrider, done to his friends and feeling medium rare after that last fight.
And finally, last but certainly not least, Kyle.
Hey, it's Kyle Kane. I'll be playing the lovable carpenter of the ship named Birch. Love wood. If I had to crash land in any place, a island with trees would be the place I pick.
Inspiring words from Kyle.
This is going to be a good session. I can feel it. I can feel it.
This is why we can't go a month in between recordings.
As a recap, we are in a shortened adventure session. This is a 3-shot run by me, Chris, who normally plays Adria in the normal games. But we decided to take a little bit of a detour here. And we are on the island of Black Mist Reef in the Sanguine Sea. All of us are pirates on the high seas. Not just pirates, though. Legendary pirates. These pirates have built a reputation for themselves. Over the past 2 sessions, they've encountered a giant kraken, discovered this unknown island that seemingly appeared out of nowhere, crash landed on the island, losing their captain Kren and their gunner Brave-Not. In the last session, they explored the island a little bit, having fended off a ship wanting to challenge them towards the clout that came with discovering this island. And they discovered a mermaid, a wooden mermaid, on the bow of the ship that they have reclaimed. It's on the beach with the rest of their crew. Many of their crew stayed behind, but the party decided to wander out into the island, and they found who they thought was Kren and Brave-Not. Turned out it definitely was not, as they were surrounded by blood-draining vines coming down from the trees, which have officially been named Blood Binga trees. We had an intense encounter with these beings, one of them finally succumbing to the blade of our pirates, the other whisked away. We arrive now with our party, beaten and battered, blind and deaf, in the middle of a mysterious forest, on a lost island in the middle of nowhere, alone. I would like all of you to start our session tonight with a perception check.
Ooh.
See if I used up all my 20s before we hit record.
20 non-natural.
7.
19.
13.
Birch being blind, his hearing is compensating for the lack of sight. So it's a little better than normal. And you hear, Birch, this is you hear the the sounds of nothing. There's nothing here. It went from just extreme violence, sound all around, to nothing. There are no insects. There is no wind. The only sound that you can kind of faintly make out is a thump thump, thump thump from the ground.
Right, you all, y'all hear that?
Hear what now? What are you? I'm feeling alright.
Right, maybe I'm not okay. I don't know. I keep hearing a thump-thump. Is that my own heart?
You're hearing something.
No, I'm not hearing something. I'm hearing something. That's the sound that I'm hearing. It's like a bing bing.
Birch, did you bite your tongue during that battle?
Sorry, I was chewing on a bit of wood. No, I'm good now.
Do I notice this as well with the 19?
Being deaf, you don't notice the thump thump, but having an improved sense of sight, you notice something else that's interesting. Is it's almost as if looking at the ground, it's like a energy is pulsating towards the center of this island, as if something's being carried towards the center of the island.
So my perception roll was not great, but I do have blind sense. So if I'm able to hear, I can. I'm aware of the location of hidden or invisible creatures within 10 feet.
There is nothing invisible or hidden within 10 feet of you.
Okay, so we know it's not a creature then.
It is not a creature.
Okay.
It seems to be the island itself.
Got it. Okay.
Something significant is happening in the island itself.
Well, I don't detect anything nearby, so whatever you're hearing, it's not a creature.
Right, sorry. Yep, probably just myself I'm hearing.
I'm not trying to discount what you're hearing or feeling, Birch. I'm just saying whatever it is, it's not like a physical being.
The ground is thumbing. It's like thrumming.
How can you know? Can you hear us right now?
It's pulsing.
He's being real loud, right?
I can't hear any of you.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming we noticed Blibb'th like pointing at the ground and we see the lights. Okay, cool.
For sure.
Oh, look at that. Okay, there's they lit the way for us. I guess that's weird.
Well, she's not.
We
mute,
should go
right?
towards where it's coming from, probably.
No, she's definitely not mute. That's for sure. That would be nice to go with the.
I can't hear you or understand you. It seems like you're talking about something important.
I'm gonna give Blibb'th a thumbs up and then motion to the ground and be like, "Yes, we can tell something's going on."
What are you all seeing?
There's lights, a sort of thing thrumming along on the ground. Oh yeah, you're blind. You can't see any of this.
If it makes you feel any better, I can't see anything either, but I'm going off of what you guys are saying and just piecing together. Blibb'th is seeing something. Birch, you're hearing something.
Are you feeling something?
I don't feel anything right now, but I trust you guys. All I'm saying is it's not a creature. If it was a living thing, I'd know about it. It's not that.
Maybe it's the heart of the island?
That is as good a guess as anybody else has, I think.
Birch, I'm going to hold on to you.
Oh, all right.
Maybe with our senses combined, we can help each other out.
All right, sure. Yeah, you're leading the way, though, right?
What?
Oh, wow. No, yeah, that's just they put both their hands on each other's shoulders. That's not good.
It feels like they should team up with either one of us instead, like me and Blibb'th and you and Birch, or you and Blibb'th and me and Birch.
I'll grab Birch here. He's nearby.
Yeah, okay. I got you, Blibbs.
Oh.
I'm gonna hold Blibb'th's hand and interlock fingers.
Oh.
So they know that I've got them.
Birch, follow the soothing sound of my voice. I'm going to emit a series of clicks to try to tell Birch which direction to go.
Oh, right, yep. It's a GIF, a hippo, yep. Or I can move around by echolocation, right? Yeah. Just clicks will lead the way.
Nyx. It's about this time as you all get ready for your journey, locking hands, clicking away, preparing your echolocation. Your blind sight kicks in, and you do notice a small creature floating by.
Hold on, guys. There's a small creature floating by.
I've about had it with the creatures here already, and he gets out his gun. Dunn gets out his guns.
Dunn's guns.
Nyx, make a perception check. Another one.
That's another 7.
Okay. You hear a tiny fluttering of wings next to your ears. And not being able to really see anything, you hear the tiniest, the faintest of whisper in your ear. Help. You need to help. You need to get there quickly. They need you. We all need you. Just the tiniest of faintest of whispers. And you feel something land on the back of your neck, and it crawls around to your left ear.
Can I see this happening? Can I make
a perception?
Guys,
it's very small.
There's something on me.
Can I make a check as well being helped by this individual?
You can with disadvantage.
That's a 19.
16.
Okay, 19. I mean, you definitely know that Nyx is not lying. There is something on Nyx. Oh, you're deaf. You can see.
Yeah.
There's the tiniest little light that's crawling around on its neck, Nyx's neck, and it climbs up onto your ear.
I'm gonna try and put my hand try and snatch it right before it goes in, I guess. Or like whatever it's about to do.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was. Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Make an athletics check.
I'm going to instinctively try to dodge their hands coming from my ear
Okay,
because I don't.
go for it.
Hell yeah.
Dexterity saving throw for you.
Well,
Son of a bitch.
gone.
Oh wow, 16.
Okay. Dodging just out of the way. Little light in your ear says, "You need to get there quickly." It's a lot more clear now. You're needed. You're needed. You need to get there quickly.
Where?
To the center of this island, whatever it is.
Who are you talking to?
How do we get there?
If you look at the ground, you'll notice it seems to be moving. Follow the movements. They'll take you there.
Okay, I can't see them, but Blibb'th can, so I'll ask Blibb'th which way to go.
You're going to need to work with your team. They need to work together.
That's kind of what I just said, but okay.
I'm just reinforcing what you already know.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yes.
The three of us are just like staring, like sort of like twitchy eyed at like, what?
I'm staring in the opposite direction.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like staring to see who he's talking to. Like,
You have the fight of your life in store for you.
God.
This is not something to be taken lightly. You very well all could die, but if you succeed, then you will save the rest of this world from a terrible, terrible fate. Here, let me help you. And you feel tiny little hand touch your ear, and you gain the effects of a full rest.
Oh.
And it flutters off of you and lands on Dunn. And you feel the tiniest little thing land on your ear. And then you hear, Dunn, you're needed.
Who is it? Who is this? Mom? Is this you, Mom? I said we couldn't talk like this anymore.
You can call me Mom. It does not matter what you call me.
Well, no, you're not my mom then. She usually insists on ma'am.
This is a very important moment for you, Dunn. This could change everything.
Sorry, I use like bad humor as a defense mechanism. I don't know what's happening right now.
I could tell you were definitely a Chandler.
Dunn slumps a little bit.
Can I still hear what it's saying or no?
Make a perception. See if you can hear it.
God, 5.
Nah, sorry. You see him slouch.
Done. What did it say to you? Because everything.
Am I
said...
a Chandler to you? Like, does anyone think I'm a Chandler?
Wait, it said you're a Chandler?
It said I'm a Chandler.
Oh, I've always kind of thought you were more of a Monica.
Right? That's what I said too. Like, I'm more of a Monica. Well, I didn't say it. I thought it.
You
but-
feel a tiny hand touch your ear, and you gain the effects of a full rest.
You could ask first. That seems really rude. Wow, you're just walking around healing people.
It flutters away.
Hey, Dunn, are you saying it should have asked before it touched your ear?
It just seems polite.
Yeah. Do you remember when you and Blibb'th both just tried to touch my ear without asking?
I see how you've turned the tables on me. That's fair. We should have asked you before we touched your ear.
Thank you.
It lands on Birch's ear.
I hear it. What is that?
What is happening?
Well, I think I'm getting something. I'm getting a channel. Oh, what's that? What is that?
Don't worry. It's okay. You need your sight back.
Right. Well, I suppose I could get my sight back. Be nice.
You bring a lot of strength to this team. You're going to need to work together.
What? Even if I did misidentify some wood. Sure.
Everybody makes mistakes. You're perfect just the way you are.
Thanks, little thing.
And it touches your ear, and you gain the effects of a full rest, and your sight comes back,
Little gnat thing.
and it flutters away.
Is there any kind of like physical thing that happens when we gain the effects?
I was thinking that it's just like a little light, very faint, like little like tinkle. No, not tinkle. Like
Tinkerbell?
Tinkerbell, like Tinkerbell fairy dust, like on the ear, and then it's just like a wave down the body.
Okay. But something like I may have been able to see happen with them.
But yeah, probably.
Okay, so knowing that it's like it seems to be making the rounds, I'm just still holding Blibb'th's hand and I'm gonna like caress the back of her hand with my thumb to let her know that like, hey, you're about to feel something and it's all right. Because she's not gonna be able to hear what the thing says to her.
Smirch.
I'm just trying to like
Yeah.
reassure you.
We like point at it, like flying off of.
yeah.
him.
Can I make some sort of check to see if I can tell if this is actually a good thing?
Sure,
Like,
go for it.
I don't know what check that is.
I would say maybe an insight check.
Roll
Okay.
for fairy promise.
Yeah, because I don't trust. Oh, that's a nat 20 for a 23.
Wow. This seems inherently wholesome and good. Something is out there trying to do good in the world through you. You, whatever this is, has deemed you as kind of a last hope. It's kind of the sense you get here.
Mhm.
it lands on your ear, Blibb'th, and it says, it doesn't matter what it says because you can't hear it. A little hand touches your ear, and you gain the effects.
I'm going to try and snatch it. And right after it does that.
Okay.
You can give me long rest capabilities anytime I want to squeeze you out.
Go ahead and do an acrobatics check then.
Okay. 10. Look, I don't know. I'm a pirate, man. Like that's what pirates do, right?
Yeah,
we loot.
that's true.
This is loot. This is literal loot.
I was considering
Put
doing
it
the
in a
same
bottle.
thing.
You know?
That sounds more like kidnapping, I think.
Do we even know if it's sentient?
I mean, I don't know about you, but it literally said to me, like, you're our only hope. You're everyone's only hope.
I couldn't hear anything.
My name's John. I've got a family in Cleveland. Like, it was very specific.
It made a Friends reference.
You catch it in your hand. It failed.
Oh.
Oh, no.
With advantage, it failed.
Oh,
It got too trusting of us. It let its guard down.
How big is it?
It is tiny, like ant-sized. This thing is small.
I'm gonna empty out my ink bottle and then put it inside a little bottle.
Okay.
Oh, what if we needed that ink?
I'm gonna look at the rest. John, as I'm doing this, is this a bad idea, Captain?
oh, I mean, you're our official notary, but I guess it'll be fine.
Look, I don't know what this thing is. I don't know how it gave us our hearing back, but my hearing back, I mean.
Yeah, we all had ours still.
Oh, I didn't know if you had it or not.
I mean, we were all conversing like normal. We only sign language shit. You know, I get it's confusing. It's confusing.
It could be a little gone. You don't know. But look, I got this little guy in my hand. I just don't know. Do I stick it in this bottle, carry it with us? And in case of emergency, you know, throw the bottle on you if you're like downed. Maybe it can give you this whatever fairy dust has got.
Do you think it might be a little angry?
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna help us.
Maybe you
If
throw the bottle in it anti-rests.
Yeah, like it goes like purple mushroom on us. You don't. What a
Makes
mess
us
with that.
tired.
Look, at the very least, we could study it and understand its magic.
Man of science now, eh?
Yeah, planning to stop over at the next lab we run into on our way into town?
Oh,
Or...
we don't know what's here.
Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
oh god,
I feel really bad about this. I was on the side of letting it go.
Same, 21.
24.
17. But if I fail, I can do something.
14.
All three of you, with the exception of Dunn, pass. Dunn, you fail. And a wave happens from the ground as it pulsates, a large kind of striation of the ground, almost like a wave, very quickly moving towards the center of this island, catches you all off guard, messes with your footing. Dunn, you fall flat on your back. The other three of you remain upright.
I think that Dunn was like leaning down to tie his shoe at the same time. So he's just like thrown like farther and harder.
Oh, okay. I'll stick him in the bottle and we can get going. And I'll
Well,
shove it into the.
It seems like a bad omen to me. Right, you bottle
Yeah.
the little fairy and then the ground waves.
Think? I think that's from
Dunn
the earth.
spits out like a mouthful of dirt. Put it away. Let it go for the love of Christ.
The dirt tastes very bloody.
So much iron.
Nyx, what do you think? If you're on my side, it's 2v2 and then it's split. And then I say it's
Well, wait a second. We've got the friend captain here, the acting captain.
acting,
But
Cap.
to Blibb'th's point, if I'm on her side, then it is 2 versus 2.
All right. How are you feeling about it? Do you want to keep the little...
Absolutely fucking not. It just saved us all. Let it go.
All right, I'll toss it over my shoulder.
Go team. We made a group decision.
You faintly see the light just quickly escape.
Sorry about that.
We really do appreciate your help.
Make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
You see it flip you off.
That's fair. That's really fair.
What
Okay.
did it do?
What'd I do?
Oh, it passes along its regards to Blibb'th and flip Blibb'th the bird.
Oh.
Huh. Being a Friends fan, I thought it would have done the.
Really
The-
missed
the-
opportunity.
Yeah,
there.
maybe you should
but-
explain what you just
Yeah,
did.
that was a good podcast move.
A true Friends fan will get it.
Honestly, yes.
You heard it. You heard it.
I did a physical action.
Ross and Monica's screw you little motion.
Perhaps I should have killed it.
Let's go before you go make a
I
very
just
pissed off.
it's pissed off, and now it's even madder. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it's better
Can we
to
be
not
walking
leave
while we're talking?
loose.
Did it tell you guys that we need to go follow the ground thing?
Hey, yeah, it said we should go with the pulses along the floor.
All right, cool.
And then I got thrown into the dirt and got a mouthful of blood dirt in that direction. So
Everybody make another dexterity saving throw.
fucking
That was powerful magic.
Dirty 20.
19.
17.
Dirty 20.
I'll pass.
Oh, wait.
Whoa.
You all stay
25.
upright as another giant striation. Something big is happening.
Okay.
Dunn just starts walking towards where they're pushing it.
Yeah, the captain's right. We should go that way.
I think this heart is up to no good. We should arrest it. Give it a cardiac arrest.
There is nobody around to hear you.
And I'll straight off.
Blibb'th, why are you wearing sunglasses now?
As you walk through this desolate, quiet, eerie forest, several more striations that you manage to hold fast over now that you're expecting them, following the pulsations along the ground. It's unsettling, and you start to get this fear in the pit of your stomach, like something big is happening. And as you get into kind of a deeper part of the forest, you get the sense that you're getting close to what could be the center. The striations are happening more frequently now, and you hear a sound. All of you, plain as day, no check needed. It is a thunderous, just a scream from the center of this island, and wings flapping.
Eagle team.
Eagle team.
I don't think that's Eagle Team. I'm pretty sure that's the draconic thing we felt out earlier today.
Maybe they did like a conjoining thing, and now they're a really big bird.
Like a Voltron?
Wonder what Eagle Team 6 is up to now.
Cut to Eagle Team 6. All 6 of our Eagle Team are on the ground recovering from their drug bender.
Oi, you mates remember what we were supposed to be doing?
Oh.
That hurts so
Oh.
bad.
About
We're supposed to build a boat.
Oh. Wait, why do we need a boat if we can fly?
Oh. Well, maybe it's so like we could have a party on the boat.
Oh.
Yeah, invite people.
the yacht then. Building a yacht.
Oh. Yeah.
Cut back.
I'm sure they're surveilling the area still.
Aye, solid operators, that group.
I feel safer knowing they're out there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Still should have probably got a signal, but
But the screeching flying.
Yeah.
You should probably do something about that. If it's flying, we need to get it to the ground.
Right, you're going to put it in your inkwell?
If we can get a big enough inkwell. You have a big inkwell?
No.
Okay, then that's a dumb idea.
we don't see anything, right? We just hear these sounds. Okay.
This is just hearing right now.
Hey guys,
What do you think about the songs that I know?
did the little ear fairy thing tell you that you could die today?
Oh, not at all. No, it told me I was great.
It told me we might die.
It said that.
Yeah.
It
I
said
think I heard something like that as well, yeah.
Wait. We all might die.
I mean, it made it sound like the Earth could end.
Yeah, then they think it's like us so much as like the larger us. Like,
But I think if the larger us goes out, each of us individually is also gone.
But we got to know something before we move forward. Dunn, you're acting captain. Who's acting captain in case you're, dead? Which one of us?
It really feels like Blibb'th just wants to know which one of us you like the most.
Well, no, it is an important
This is
question.
completely unrelated, but that little fairy thing told me I was great.
I think the fairy's right, and I think Birch is probably gonna be the acting captain if I'm incapacitated.
Yes, sir. Acting captain.
Hey, no need to salute. Not like anything's going to happen to our captain.
Aye.
Acting captain.
Sorry.
Should the worst befall Birch here, quite obviously the next in line would have to be Nyx, obviously. Aye.
I think that's going to be Nick's over here. He's got the best snacks on the ship, he does.
What do you think about that, Nick?
Can't argue with that.
I assume we're talking about this as we're walking towards this dragon or whatever is coming.
Do you want to go back to the shore real quick? We'll take a vote with the crew and see what everybody. quick election before?
Nyx, I don't know. I think that you should be captain. Personally.
Like right now, over Dunn?
No. In case Dunn passes. I'm just saying.
Huh.
Sort of mutiny the acting captain before
Right.
he's even kicked in.
You're trying to divide the group,
No,
aren't you?
you also said
Wait a
that.
second, what did the little fairy tell you?
I don't know. It gave me good vibes. That's all.
Well, you were deaf, and then it healed you, and then you immediately tried to capture it.
Look, if something can fully heal you, it's powerful. And if it's powerful, you want it on your side. And on your side in a little bottle.
You know what else it told me? It said work with your teammates. Guess you didn't get that message.
Oh no, I definitely did not. I just think,
I held your hand.
yeah, that's why I think you should be captain. Why are you fighting this?
As you're having this conversation, walking, you round a corner and notice a lake. And in the center of this giant lake, Dunn, you recognize the tree you saw earlier. It is massive, a massive tree, the scale of which you've not seen before. It is pulsating.
There, it's the big pulsating girthy tree I told you all about.
Look at the vines, the way they spiral all the way up the top.
Oh no.
It looks kind of like veins.
It does a bit. It does.
Great. I made a penis tree.
That thing looks like a giant zucchini.
It's interesting. There's just kind of like a big lake all around it, like just a bunch of liquid laying there.
Birch, what were you going to say?
The crown of this tree, the top of it with the leaves, is unusual. It's dark and it seems...
Here we go.
You know what? Fuck the tree.
I would if I
Base
could.
of the tree, you see a familiar sight.
It's the little fairy? I don't know what it is.
An unconscious Kren and Brave-Not.
How far away is this?
From this point, it's probably between 100 and 150 feet to where they are. There is a giant 60-foot lake in between you and the tree, almost acting like a moat, like it's surrounding the tree itself.
So to be clear, we would have to like cross some kind of moat of bloody water, and then do you say they're laying there, or
They are kind of sitting, kind of leaning against the tree, unconscious, next to each other.
The lake, like all the way around the tree?
It is. It's like a moat. Yeah. There is no discernible way to the tree without crossing this lake.
I need you to cut down a tree.
Well, I do have an axe. Right.
And I can make us a boat, a living boat.
Don't you think the carpenter could make a boat?
You could, but I can make a boat that can have an engine.
The lake.
Should we do a
begins-
competition? Do you want to?
Why have
I-
we been mucking about with sails all
Look,
these years?
it's just, it can't go all the time. It's just temporarily for an hour.
Well, and in Blibb'th's defense, have you ever seen a pirate on a motorboat? I mean, it just doesn't strike the same kind of fear without the
Oh,
sails.
that's true. That's true.
You got-
Oh, blood engine.
You know what, Nyx? You really should be captain.
I just want us to all get along.
The lake begins to bubble.
Rejecting the call, are you?
Can I-
Rejecting the call.
I would like to see if I can figure out why it's bubbling, perhaps, or is it like opaque? Can I see down into the water at all?
I'm not even going to make you roll
Okay.
because after the lake starts bubbling, for just a few seconds, you see giant wings emerge
From the water?
from the water. Giant. Like this thing is enormous. And wings first spread out, giant, draconic, dark crimson red wings. And then soon a neck and a head.
Dunn takes out his speaking stone, grabs a photo, like, I'm gonna kill that.
what color is it?
It is dark crimson, mostly. It's got some black highlight. I actually have a dragon that I was going to bring for the session, like a miniature dragon. And I left it in my classroom. It's in my classroom. It's 100% my fault, and I apologize. It matched perfectly, but
I'll dim the lights in the room accordingly.
yeah, I apologize. That's my fault. Anyway, as it emerges from the lake, I'm going to introduce how this encounter is going to work. This is not a normal combat encounter. A lot of this was inspired because Kyle says he hates combat. So we're doing this a little differently. I wanted to try it out because I have never done it this way before. This, for those listening to this podcast, is a final boss encounter through skill challenge. It will be several phases. Each phase will consist of 4 skill checks. For your skill check, you can choose a skill, you can choose a spell, or an action, whichever suits you the best. Regardless, you are going to need to beat a 15. That is the standard difficulty class for any check in this combat, unless otherwise stated. Typically, for each phase of this encounter, 2 of you, at least, must succeed to succeed in each phase. If more than 2 of you fail, then the preferable thing does not happen.
Got it.
That is essentially how this is going to work. I'm going to encourage creativity. I will listen to ideas. I am very open to whatever you come up with, as long as it's within reason. So we're not going on the traditional move, action, bonus action, action economy. It's you come up with an idea for how to help the skill challenge for each phase. I will present the phase to you, and then you need to figure out how to best approach it and solve this problem.
Do we roll initiative to see order? Or
There's no initiative.
Okay.
Because it's just going to be like whoever has an idea first, just shout it out. So, allow me to present phase 1 of your final encounter. As you approach this lake, this bubbling, viscous lake of dark crimson, what looks like blood, surrounding a gigantic tree, this dragon emerges. She rises out, spreads her wings wide, and approaches the tree in the center, seemingly uninterested with all of you. As you watch, Kren and Brave-Not lie in the center of the island, at the base of the tree, and the dragon seems to be approaching the 2 of them. Your first skill challenge. Get her attention.
Ooh, okay. I want to cast, you guys are gonna have to remind me how to say it again.
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy. I want to create an instantaneous sound that originates. It's gonna sound like a, let's see, it's just something. Rumble of thunder, cry of a raven. I want it to sound like a dragon screeching.
You should do like
Okay.
I was gonna say like a baby dragon or maybe like a male. Like
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a baby dragon screeching.
Okay.
30 feet from us, but opposite of where Kren and Brave-Not are.
Okay. Go ahead and make an Arcana check. Beat a 15.
Oh no, maybe I didn't think that one out very well. All right, wish me luck, guys.
good luck.
Fuck, 10.
That's 1 fail.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's good though. I like it.
Thank you.
A tiny baby dragon.
So I want to use, I'll use all of my movement speed to walk kind of in a 90-degree, like just sort of like perpendicular from my group to the side if we're using the dragon as a triangle, so it's not like directly at the rest of them. And I'm going to take my crossbow flavored as a gun, and I am going to fire all 3 shots and try to aim for like the dragon's head or like to go right by it to get its attention.
Okay. Make an attack roll. This will serve as your skill roll.
That is an 18 for the first one. Well, that's just an 18.
Yeah, we're going to keep with the first one on this.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your 3 attacks. We're going to assume that all 3 hit.
Okay, so like roll damage for all 3, you mean?
Yes. For the sake of simplicity on this, roll for all 3 damages.
27.
27. Very good. Very good. Okay. So that is 1 success and 1 failure.
Okay.
And 27 damage. Who else?
I'm going to cast Sending,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Sending at the dragon, and I'm going to say, can someone help me keep track of how many words I'm about to say? Look, motherfucker.
Oh,
That's one word.
Motherfucker?
Motherfucker's
Okay.
definitely. Look, motherfucker. I'm going to fuck you up. Come here and get some.
12.
If you don't, I'm going to loot your hoard and take everything that you own.
I'm going to?
I'm
okay. 24.
Fuck.
25.
Okay. Go ahead and make a Arcana or Deception. I will let you choose.
Oh, I will fuck them up. But I'll do a deception because I'm a bard. That's a 31.
Okay. Easy success. Easy success. That is 2 successes. Do you want to throw your hat into the bag, Kyle?
No, we just need 2, right?
Okay, sure. All right.
Or keep your
Is
rolls.
there a benefit to getting extra successes or no?
I don't know. Maybe. Could be, but I don't know.
I think it could. Do something.
Could be.
Do
What are
something.
the
Just do a
actions so
thing.
far? What are we?
I yelled at it. He
I-
shot it in the fat ass.
No, back of the head. Back of the head.
Oh, sorry. Shot in the...
Back the fat ass
Fat
head.
head.
And then he tried to pretend he was a dragon.
Yeah, can I chuck a javelin at it?
Yeah, for sure. Make an attack roll.
Yep.
Beat a 15. That's going to be a miss. That's going to be a fail, but it doesn't matter because 2 successes is
You think
enough.
he should be captain? You think he should be? All right. Nyx.
I failed too.
Time. Now he's not like.
It was a nice try.
As the 3 arrows sink into the dragon's neck, the little baby dragon crying and the taunting words entering its mind, it quickly changes direction and turns towards all of you angry.
Fuck.
This
Turns
is what we wanted.
towards the party, towards all of you, flies up, flaps her wings higher up into the air, and calls out, "You must be fools to willingly enter the lair of Ceres, goddess of blood. Let your eyes feast upon the beauty of my crimson dragon leaf tree. Those who give their lives upon this sea have been feeding the seed I planted long ago. I was elated that its roots were sufficiently nourished to create this beautiful specimen. But now that you are here to gaze upon its glorious beauty, your blood shall flow through its roots, and its crown will nourish in your demise."
I'm going to cast Bless while this is happening. I don't know.
There is a lot to unpack there.
Cerise, your second skill challenge. Cerise is going to breathe in and expel out of its mouth a giant black and red pulsating ball of blood down towards all of you. You must find a way to either divert this or escape it.
Can I have casted Bless during that monologue?
I will allow that.
Okay. So everyone, you can have a D4 to your skill checks.
So question,
Ooh,
I
nice.
ran 40 feet
for
away
attack
from the...
roll or saving throw. I'm sorry.
Question, how big is this ball?
This ball is about 30 feet in diameter.
Okay, I ran 40 feet away from the group. So
Okay.
is it going towards most of the people? Is it going towards me as the one that did damage?
She's kind of sending it towards where most people are bulked up, so kind of in the center of all of you. If you wanted to place yourselves on the mat there, and then we can kind of get a little bit of a better sense of where all of this is.
Stepping out of character here, I just want to note Josh ran away from the group just like the captain would,
What a captain.
but Nyx is still very much in support.
Personally, out of character, I think it's hilarious trying to push for this. I think it's fucking. Yeah.
I fully support the
the
alternative captain party.
What's so funny is one of my like bonds is basically just like I would do anything for my friends, and I'd rather make a new friend than a new enemy. So you're kind of playing really well into that because it gives me a chance to just support and just be like, no, man, I want everybody to be happy and like get along.
What a good captain quality.
More of an acting captain quality.
I can. I have an idea. Guys.
Okay.
But it requires creative spell usage here. But
Sending this ball down into this direction, right? Kind of in the center, trying to hit all of you.
okay, so I kind of want to try and cast Dimension Door here. So rules as written, I can only carry as much as I can only teleport as much as I can carry here.
Okay.
So as it's flying towards me, I would want to walk up and like the moment it touches me, I want to teleport behind it so that it hits itself with its own ball of blood. Probably might not. It's probably immune to it, but hey, I get to ride a dragon.
Baller.
So like I want to try to do that, but I don't know how much of it would teleport out, but ideally as much as I can carry. So I don't know how you want to adjudicate that.
Interesting. That is a very creative idea, and I love that, and I will absolutely allow that to happen as long as you succeed. I think that because this is such a large and imposing thing, I mean, it's 30 feet across, your roll is going to have to be with disadvantage. And does Dimension Door come with a roll? Or
No.
I think that it's going to have to be an Arcana since it's a spell.
Okay, so regardless, I would be on its back. Just the question is how much of it I would bring
So
with
you
me.
can you can teleport to its back using Dimension Door regardless.
Okay.
But bringing the ball behind it will take a successful Arcana check with disadvantage.
Oh, that's a 12.
Okay. So that is a fail. You teleport to its back, but the blood ball continues.
So I think I'm going to use the Blessing of the Raven Queen and just, well, shit, I need to see what the rest of the party is doing first.
Question, do we know or do we have a sense that if this blood ball hits something, it's going to stop or it's going to like absorb it and keep going?
Like as far as in the air?
No, just like if there was like a structure in front of us and it hit it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I see what you're thinking. Go ahead and go with I'll allow either perception or like survival. Either of those. I mean, those are both wisdom, so it's irrelevant, but
23.
Okay. It definitely seems like this is meant to hit something and then do something. Like it's not a wrecking ball.
Okay.
Of sorts. It's very fragile by nature.
Okay. Then what I would like to do is I want to take out my tan bag of tricks, which I basically reach inside and throw a small fuzzy object and it turns into some sort of creature. I want to throw it like about 5 feet in front of where we're standing.
I can also shoot it.
Shoot my creature?
No, that too. Let me tell you what. No, the orb thing.
The orb. So
Maybe
do I need to do a roll to do that?
To just make your thing appear?
Yeah, so it's like it's an action. I have 3 charges with it. I can use an action to pull a fuzzy object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet. When it lands, it transforms into a creature determined by a D8.
Are you intending for this to stop or get in the way of the ball?
Yeah, I want to put it in front of us.
Okay. So that can happen.
Okay.
I will allow that to happen. How far in front of you?
Like 10 feet.
Okay.
Can you also like run a little bit farther back? I'm worried about area of effect. Like if it does something, what if it blows up and it's only 10 feet away from you? So like maybe you like throw it 10 feet in front of you, hightail it the other direction. And again, I can still try to shoot the thing.
Yeah.
So before it even gets close to us.
I would say because this is an object, it's not a spell, and we're not going to do Arcana again. I don't know what skill, animal handling maybe.
Perfect. I have advantage on animal handling.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Beat a 15.
Okay.
The never rolled skill check.
Because it's friendly to me, so I want it to basically like try to deflect this thing. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! 9.
Oh no, on advantage.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck.
That is
You hate to see it, folks.
2 fails.
Jesus.
Oh man.
We
Okay.
got
So
this.
all right.
Acting captains.
Dunn is going to. Man. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna shoot the ball.
Okay.
What is that? Oh no. Okay, so that's a 15.
That's a 15. Okay.
Hey.
That's a pass.
Plus 13 to hit with my gun. It's
Oh, damn.
ridiculous.
You're just shooting it?
I'm just shooting at the orb. Yeah.
Okay. So just. It all comes down to Birch. Pass or fail.
No pressure.
None.
Sure.
None at all.
All right, here's my plan, y'all. All right, sorry, something in my throat. All right, so I'm gonna overhand toss my woodcutter's axe towards the ball,
Okay.
and then when it's in range, I'm gonna enrage myself, which creates a storm aura, and that's gonna project the lightning aura to do lightning damage right when the axe makes contact. So it's an MCU Stormbreaker throw into this orb.
So it's an electrified orb.
And it can summon the Bifrost.
If you roll a nat 1, you just made it so much worse for us.
Damn it.
Let's see it.
Okay. I mean, I love it. That would, I mean, what skill would that be? I mean, you're throwing your weapon. It could be a thrown attack, but
Which would be great. But whatever works. Hey.
I mean, it's an attack. Let's go with attack. Make an attack roll.
16.
That's a 16. That is 2 passes. Yeah. So as the axe flies through the air, electrifying, I'd like to imagine that your arrows, 3 of them in a row, just fly up and electrified by the storm aura, just explode this blood ball in the air, and all of you, as the ball is exploded and raining down into this boiling pool of blood.
What happens to my axe?
Does it come back to you? Some axes come back.
I'd like it to.
Does it have text in the description?
It doesn't.
It does not come back to you.
Does it blast off forever? Or?
It's in the lake now, dude.
I feel like it would fall into the lake.
Well, how hard did he throw it? Maybe it makes it to the little island with the tree and he can go get it later.
Oh,
That's a 60-foot throw. That's a big throw.
He's a big hippo, man.
Make a strength check. You have to roll a 20 or above to make it to the island.
Shit.
Advantage or just natural?
Just natural.
I mean, I'm in there. Okay.
Okay, you know what? You're raging. Roll with advantage. Go ahead. You're raging. You're angry.
First one is 16.
Okay.
Birch.
Natural 1.
Oh.
goodbye.
It looks like it's going to hit the island and then
That's how hard it goes over.
gets stuck in the branches. Damn it.
Oh, it's in the dick tree.
It's lodged up there right by that vein or vine.
Oh, yeah. Try to circumcise that thing.
So as the ball is diverted, all of you get an open round to unleash any attacks or spells you have available.
On the dragon?
I definitely want to use I'll just use 3 attacks on it, I think. Let me double check.
I am writing it.
You are writing it.
Please do not get me to. Or get me to, I guess.
Is the axe reachable? Can I sprint?
Nah,
to
bro.
kind
It's
of-
in the lake.
You threw it far into the lake.
Damn it.
Ooh, and I'd like to do a so I want to move another like 10 feet away and do a goading attack too with my with my attacks as I'm trying to hit it.
Okay.
Is this like just normal attacks or how's this gonna work?
This is going to be normal attacks, so
Okay,
you
I'll
have
roll
to
for
beat
attack
its
3 times.
You have to beat its AC at this point, which is 18. So it's not like a normal
Okay.
skill challenge kind of attack.
Gotcha. All right.
But we'll for the sake of brevity, go ahead and just roll 1, and if you hit, you get all 3.
Okay, well that was a 19 plus 13, so that's a 32.
Great. Okay. So you get all 3 of your attacks, and then you have a round to do as much damage as you possibly can.
And it has to do a DC 17 wisdom saving throw, or else it's going to want to just attack me and nobody else.
Okay. Birch, you see a fluttering tiny light go into the blood lake, and it comes out holding your axe.
Oh.
Why?
And it flutters over. On the way, you see it flip you off. Blibb'th gets flipped off, and the
Fuck you. Hold on.
Oh, the light ski O's back.
Hold on. That axe is now mine, baby.
And the axe is brought into your hands, and the light goes up to your ear and says, I think you'll need this.
You know, little fairy, he said, I'm great. I think you're great.
You could die.
Okay. All right, never mind. Okay, thank you.
This will help you not die.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. All right, thank you.
And it flutters away.
How
You have your axe back.
So I did 26 damage over here.
Okay. That is good. 26 on that.
And then it has disadvantage if it tries to attack anything except me in the next round.
Oh, it didn't roll.
Wisdom
what-
saving throw.
wisdom save?
17. It's a dragon, so probably gonna pass.
That's going to be 21.
fine.
Yeah.
Fucking don't then.
How far away are we from the dragon, roughly?
That's pretty accurate. So
And this is like deep water.
you don't know how deep it is. You have no idea. You can't really see into it. It's very thick and viscous and bubbly. It's kind of like honey. Like it's hard to see down into it.
Forbidden honey.
Dunn, didn't you have a thing that could fly?
Oh, you're right. I've got the broom. I forgot about that.
Can I borrow that from you?
Hey, he tosses the broom over
Beep, 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 beep.
Sweet.
80 feet.
to Nyx.
No, that's 40, 50.
Oh, how
Make a
did-
strength throw. Strength check.
What? No, I'm just gonna use some of my movement and walk over then. Like,
I'm just kidding. Just give the broom to
oh,
him.
okay.
You get the broom.
Okay, so how does movement work on the broom? Fuck.
I think it's your movement speed, but movement speed, but flight instead. Let me pull it up here. Broom of flying.
No, I'm trying to like.
It has a flying speed of 50 feet. That's right, and it can carry up to 400 pounds.
Wow.
Okay, so I get 50 feet on the broom.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. We're like
That's
here
sick.
near the shore-ish.
Could have used that to go get the axe.
Right.
Okay. I don't think there's any way I can like get a sneak attack in on this bad boy flying at it from a broom, yeah?
I'm on it. So,
You're on the broom?
no, I'm on the dragon.
You're on the dragon?
So, like, so it does satisfy the condition for.
Technically.
Yeah, you could be within.
But I don't know
Technically.
how rules as written is.
Yeah.
So if I like fly over to it on the broom, I get sneak attack like
I'll allow it.
You don't get advantage, but if you hit, then you should
you
get stuff.
ooh.
If you head it face on, technically, rules as written, you're flanking.
Is that-
I
Is that good or bad? I don't know what flanking means.
leave it to you, GM. I think flanking has to be a melee technically, but
Oh, it's gonna be a melee.
Oh.
I'm flying at it and I'm gonna stab it.
oh, sick.
That's why I'm getting on the broom.
But you have to be right in front of its face.
Maybe I should narrate my action before you do yours, so it makes more
Okay.
sense why you're sneak attack.
Okay. I want to come from under it though.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm going to say that's not flanking then. So you don't get advantage, but you will get sneak attack.
Okay. That's all I want.
wait. Let
So
me
you go ahead though.
Yeah. Okay.
Do your
great.
thing. Do your thing.
I'm going to animate everything on my body.
Mhm.
I'm going to hit my drum, and everything on my body comes alive and begins to try to suffocate and choke this creature out. So on my body, I have rope, I have a map, I have some clothes, I have some ink, I have a lamp, I have oil. All of this comes alive. Paper, perfume, sealing wax, soap. And
Dora
all
the Explorer over here.
Dunn just covers his eyes as the clothing animates.
Oh, take a good look. Yeah, so I'll cast animate object. Yeah.
Very cool.
And so all of it comes alive and begins, like the rope begins to suffocate or like tie around the neck. The soap begins to like gouge into the eyes, like just smash into it. Like the ink pen just tries to go into its ear. Yeah, and you can just imagine just a bunch of everyday objects just trying to enter into this dragon in any orifice it can find, and attack this creature.
Like a Disney cartoon gun.
Yeah.
It's like Fantasia, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there an attack on that? Or?
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, there's an attack. I don't know how. Give me a second. Yeah, so it's a tiny. Each of these objects I guess are considered small, but then each of them have their own individual attacks. Would you prefer I just do one roll or for all of them?
I think one roll for all of them, yeah.
Then I can just do +8. So that's a 21.
That's going to hit.
Then 2d12 +4, 7, 13, 17 damage.
Wow. 17. Very nice. As it is pounded in every hole.
Yeah, take that ink. Ink in the ass.
Chris, roughly how high above the water is this dragon?
That is a great question. It is not far above. I would say 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay. Give me 1 second here.
Sorry, I was just as I attacked this thing, I said, "Bow before us, or meet your demise, Ceres of whatever, or drown in your lake."
Ooh. Very good. Very
Nice.
good.
Go ahead.
All right. So it's approximately 40 feet away from me, 20 feet in the air. Using the Pythagorean theorem, it's about 44.7 feet on the diagonal, like the direct path from me too. So with the 50 feet of broom, I clear it.
Oh,
Just wanted to make sure mathematically that we were good here.
oh.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Nyx is definitely doing this math as he's flying. He's like, I don't know if I can get there.
Okay, so I'm gonna fly at it, but like more towards its belly
Okay.
than its face, right?
All right.
And as I get close, once I get to it, I want to attack with my chef's knife.
Japanese steel.
So, wish me luck. So that is a 21 to hit.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna say the word magic? Order up. Good. The 21 hits.
Sweet. Okay. So, there's a lot going on with this one.
As you say, order up, your blade erupts into flame.
Yeah. All right. So that's going to be 1d4 plus 3. So that is, okay. So we got 7 slashing plus an additional 7 slashing plus 6 fire. And then the sneak attack. Sorry, I always have to like find it because I always forget.
I always forget every time.
I always forget it. So with the sneak attack, I can deal an extra 8d6 damage. We're just gonna roll that.
8d6.
I know.
Oh.
So it's total. It was 14 slashing.
31.
31. Okay.
So that's 51 damage total.
Ooh.
Okay. Beauty.
That's a lot of damage.
Wow.
Very good.
And then, so once the broom hits 50 feet, do I just like stop?
I mean, for this turn, I mean, essentially.
I'm just gonna stop and hang out on the.
You got something for me, Birch, over there?
I do. So he's 50 feet away?
Are you throwing your axe at him again?
No.
He's about 40 feet away.
40 feet. Oh, I
and
love
then
that.
20 feet up.
Yeah.
So
All right, so I'm going to take out my little whittler, and I'm going to whittle the end of the javelin, little hole in there. Then I'm going to take my 50 feet of silk rope, and I'm going to tie that to one end of the javelin. And then I'm going to tie the other end around myself. And then I'm going to chuck it at the dragon.
Okay.
And try and ground this thing.
Great. Okay. Let's go just to make an attack roll.
How much did your character weigh?
Guys, don't forget. Oh, wait. Never mind. Awaken is concentration. I thought I could tell you.
And you're
remind you guys
raging.
of-
Do you get advantage on raging?
I got a 25. You want me to roll again?
No, 25 is plenty.
That's good. We'll definitely take the 25. That's yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
You can add 1d4 to your attack roll.
So you throw a javelin with the rope on it. Go ahead and roll your damage.
One of my traits is hippo build. So I'm just I count as one size larger.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what that puts my weight as, but I got that hippo build.
It doesn't affect your weight. It affects your relative strength, essentially.
Okay.
Like you're still the same weight regardless. You're just extra strong,
Okay.
like a hippo.
Hippo strength.
you could crush a watermelon with your jaws.
I got 10 with Are we calculating all the damage and everything?
I am tracking damage.
10 with damage, and then I'm also going to use Astral Spark to do an additional 5 force damage. So that's 15.
Nice.
And I mean, I technically get 2 attacks unless all that counted. I mean, I did tie a lot.
I did 3 attacks, and he had me
Oh.
roll once for
Yeah,
them,
so you get the second attack for free. With the way that we're doing this combat, I'm trying to increase our efficiency here. So just go ahead and take your second attack.
like just roll damage for the
Yeah,
second
roll
one.
damage. You essentially hit.
Okay.
Is it a second
God,
javelin
I
or
don't know what to. I think I just have one. I'm down to my axe.
how about you bring the javelin back and throw it
Yeah.
again?
Love it. Okay, yeah,
like a
that's what I'm doing.
scorpion.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought you were tying it to yourself for. I wasn't sure if it was that or stick it to the dragon and be an anchor.
Yeah, I was
Get
gonna
over
stick and then like try to yank it,
I see.
but I'll do that on the second throw. Okay, so that was
Maybe you pull it back. You're trying to pull them back, but it comes out and you're like, oh, I gotta refine it, and then you sharpen it more and do it again.
right.
Put a little notch in there. Yeah.
Put a hook on it. Like
Yeah.
I was thinking you swing it around like a lasso, and you just like.
Oh,
hit it 3 times.
yeah, and you're like, North Carolina, come on and raise it.
I have no idea what that reference is, but
Nobody knows P.D. Pablo.
I got another 10, so I think that's 25.
Good. Fantastic.
Oh, plus 3 because I'm raging. I think 31 for plus 3 for both. 31.
Amazing. Very great. Very
and
good.
then I'm gonna grab the rope and try to tug a word, I guess.
Okay. I'm going to roll for the dragon to get away from your rope. And that's going to be a 28 to break free.
woof.
It is going to just like bring its wings down. It's going to drop a little bit. Now, Blibb'th, you are behind it, or you're on it.
Indeed.
You are near it.
Mhm.
So here's what's going to happen
fuck.
next. And this is it's still phase 1.
Oh my god.
This is still phase 1.
Oh God.
This is your third skill challenge
Okay.
in phase 1. It's going to bring its wings down, kind of catching the rope from your javelin. Spread the wings quickly. Nyx, make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't see any way this wing doesn't try to hit me. 18.
Okay, that is good. You managed to dodge just out of the way on your stalled broom. Blibb'th is in a unique situation here, being on top of it, because the next thing the dragon is going to do, Cerise, spreading the wings wide, goes into a full-on dive into the lake.
Oh shit.
Blibb'th, what do you do?
Time to drown, motherfucker.
Try to jump to the broom with me.
Hell no.
Are you going into the lake with it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I have a ring of swimming, guys. Don't worry.
Oh, nice.
Okay, cool.
We'll see how this
But
goes.
is it a fire lake?
It's a blood lake.
Okay.
If it gets bad, I'll just detach.
So Cerise just spreads the wings wide, vertically, and into the lake. Blibb'th following, and you just see the little splash of a as the liquid closes up where it was.
Quite a good entry.
A very little splash. I give it a 9 out of 10.
You all hold up cards.
Your third skill challenge. Now, I will say you're at a bit of a disadvantage. Blibb'th, you will not take part in this skill challenge.
Great.
You are with the dragon. I will
Classic
allow
Blibb'th.
you to do something, but you see an opening. Kren and Brave-Not unconscious under the tree. Are you gonna try and get to them?
I'm gonna try to on the broom. I'd like to try to fly towards them.
Okay. I mean, that doesn't take much effort. How are you going to get them away?
I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I'm just on a flying broom.
I
I see the
wonder
opening.
if so the lake is 60 feet across, right?
Can't you like teleport or something?
Yes. So here's what I'm thinking. You come grab me. I ride with you over there, and then I'm going to teleport into the middle of the lake with. I'm not gonna fucking hold Brave-Not again. So I'll grab Kren, and then I can go like middle of the water, and then teleport. Use a second teleport to get to the other side.
Okay. Are we bound to like movement speed restrictions and stuff right now?
I'm not as particular about that because it's a skill challenge.
Oh,
because
okay,
we're not
okay.
doing our traditional movement.
Right. Okay.
I really want to see the extent that your creativity can go here.
Also, I'm just gonna say ahead of time, like we saw Blibb'th go underwater, and we're like, she's doing the Blibb'th shuffle. We got this. And so
I wanna cast. It's a somatic component, so it's only my hands moving.
Great.
I want to cast Thunderclap wherever we are underwater, so that you can see where she is, like where the dragon is underneath the water.
nice.
Just
Like
so
that.
you can see the thunder wave of water. Like
Very cool. So before that happens, though, I guess that we should address what happens to Blibb'th. As Blibb'th enters the boiling pool of blood.
oh, is it real hot blood? It's like
is it hot though?
Ew, hot blood. I hate it. Hot blood.
Yeah.
It's better than
Blibb'th-
room temperature blood.
Blibb'th immediately takes 13 fire damage upon entering the lake. Also make a Constitution saving throw.
That's some spicy blood for sure.
On 12.
That is not going to pass.
Hold on. Give me a second. There's something that happens when I fail a saving throw.
We throw a party.
Oh. I'm going to give myself a little bonus here of +3. Fortune from the many coming from my hobgoblin racial feat.
Okay.
Just a little lucky.
Very nice.
If I could see you, you also get a bonus, but I can't see shit. So, that's a 15.
Your eyes are
Does that
full
pass?
of blood water.
15 passes. So you do not take further damage. It is just the fire damage upon entry into this lake. Now, It is very hard to swim down here. You are also connected to this dragon, and you are casting Thunder Wave underneath.
Thunderclap, but yes.
Thunderclap, sorry. Does the dragon need to make a save on Thunderclap?
Yep. Constitution.
Let's
Are you just like clapping right near its ear?
Snapping.
Above the water, all we hear is.
That's a 23 con save.
Yeah, okay. I guess I don't get to roll.
So it saves against your Thunderclap. However, a giant bubble emerges from the liquid, and you are aware of the presence of Blibb'th and the dragon. Continue with what you were doing with your friends over here.
Impulsively, I was gonna head over to Kren and Brave Shot, and then maybe Dunn shouts at me and he's like,
Can I hitch a ride over here? Grab me.
It is your broom, so I'll U-turn back and go back to the shore.
I hit the RTH button on the broom when it comes to get me first.
God damn it. The remote control is like, no, please.
Shit.
Just real quick, come get me and we'll go over together.
Okay, so I come back for Dunn.
Okay. And then we go across the water.
It can hold both of us, right? You said like 400
hold up
pounds
to
or something?
400 pounds, yeah.
And then we're going to go back.
Okay, I'm cool with it.
Is
And
that?
then
I was curious how much is that one turn? Whatever, it's fine. Keep going.
I think Chris was saying because it's all skill checks, so like we're being a little more lax with the movement.
Right.
And
I'm just
number of
wondering
actions.
how much time is that while I'm underwater, or under blood?
I thought about that too. We're gonna kind of figure this out after the fact.
Okay.
So I want to see what they come up with, and then we'll kind of determine the effects of that afterward.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's my plan here.
Okay, so what I want to do is grab Kren and sort of drag him to I'm guessing they're like near the edge of the water, right?
The water kind of upping up against the edge of this tree.
Okay.
So they're right at the water's edge.
Okay, cool. So I want to do like a sort of like 3 teleports at an angle holding Kren to sort of drag him with me like above across the blood water so I can drop him off at the shore.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I don't know if I'm technically allowed to take something with me if I teleport, but why not? Please.
Are they able to move, or are they like incapacitated?
They are unconscious.
Oh, okay.
So here's, I think, what I'm going to have you do is, Nyx, we're going to roll for you flying your broom expertly. What skill would that be?
Can I give the help action to Nyx to tell him that like, oh, it really doesn't like it when you turn this way. Make sure that you just like give it gas right now.
If you're giving the help action, you're sacrificing your own skill check.
Okay, never mind. I'm just backseat driving and I'm not helping. Backseat flying. Don't squeeze it too tight there. It doesn't like that. It gets a little finicky on the bristles if you.
I'm going to say this is going to either be acrobatics or, I don't know, athletics.
Yeah, I'm good with acrobatics.
As a rogue, I assumed. You got to beat a 15.
Oh, God. I haven't beat one yet, you guys.
I believe in you.
Oh, 17.
That is a pass. The broom flying is extraordinary.
Thank God.
Done. Arcana check.
All right, here we
This
go.
is a spell. Can you teleport them back?
I probably should have picked a different way to do this because Arcana is not my thing. Let me think if there's another way.
Now you're using 3 of these in a row, right? 3 teleportations.
Yeah, I will have to use 3 of the charges to do it.
It's going to be disadvantage then.
What's the range?
They are 30 feet each.
And we're
60 feet
60
across. And so
across?
what I was thinking is I would go up at like an angle.
Mhm.
And so I would need to, if I'm no, I only need to do it twice actually. Because if I can no.
Are you thinking like you're gonna put a portal in the air and as they fall, do another one? Oh shit! Okay.
All right. If you're doing that, it's going to have to be a disadvantage Arcana skill check.
There's nothing on the island that I can use to get across in a different way, right? Or can I do a perception for that first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Go
cool.
for it.
Let me
Make
just
a-
see if there's some other options because we don't want this to come down to my Arcana rolls, guys. It's not.
Are there any other creatures around?
Oh, it's a 9.
Within 10 feet of me, based off my blind sense. Okay.
No.
Okay, well, I can't find anything else, so let me just roll this with disadvantage with this not that die that I just rolled with.
All right. Here we go.
I'm not gonna take Kren. I'm gonna take the other one. I'm gonna take
Bloodshot.
yeah.
Big shot.
Buckshot.
Brave shot.
Brave shot.
Brave-Not, yeah. The other one was Brave-Not.
Braveheart.
What is that? Okay. And then we said this was
Arcana.
Arcana. Okay, 13.
Just under. As you. I'm so sorry about this. You get your first teleportation, and it looks perfect. It's perfectly executed. And the second teleportation goes through. And as you're going for the third, something falls. And something like... And you realize Brave Shot is falling further and further into the lake.
Do I make it across?
when this is happening, I got another thing of rope. Is this middle of the lake?
Well, it's the third one.
You're gonna
I'm a third of the
spear
way
this.
across, so it's gonna be 20 feet.
Oh, 20 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
So can I try to
Wait,
lasso?
1/3 of the way across, so that's 40 feet from our side, right?
No, I got 2/3 of the way. I got 2 jumps.
Now we had one success. If you succeed on this, I'll reverse what just happened. What are you doing?
Well, I was thinking about lassoing Good Shot, Brave Shot,
Okay.
Don't you call him that?
pull him in.
Okay. That's gonna skill check on that. We already have an acrobatics, so I'm gonna say this has got to be athletics for you, and that works. That works for me. See if you can bring him in.
Birch.
As we're falling.
Oh, that's a sad look. That's
Oh,
a sad look.
That's 14.
Oh, man.
Unless does rage give me no.
Ah.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
You lasso Brave Shot, and as you go to pull, he's too heavy. It's just not enough, and he moves a little bit towards you. He's closer to you, so he's not as far out, but still into the liquid.
Oh, I can't like dive out of the helicopter to meet Morpheus halfway and like.
You're diving into the lake,
You'll
my
go
guy?
in-
That's
Two.
definitely not the move. Based
No,
on
that
roll.
that is
No.
definitely the move.
Why are you
That-
trying to retroactively make it worse for
Join
yourself?
me,
I wanna
join
do that.
me.
Do
You
you
wanna
know
do
what
that?
scene I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm diving to try to meet Brave Shot.
So you're going into the lake too.
Yes, with Brave Shot.
So in the middle of him failing this, Dunn's on the side like, no!
As you fall into your last teleporter and portal onto land as you go diving into the water with Brave Shot. Okay. Cool. Let's see how this plays out. Let's go with back to here. Let's deal with
That's
this first.
Kyle, right?
Yeah, it's me.
Did I come back with you? Did you teleport me too, or just them?
You're on the broom, so I didn't teleport you.
Okay,
'cause
so
I
I'm
figured
just-
you would
okay.
do your own movement to get away.
Okay.
And you have Kren.
Oh. Okay.
Shoot. You take right off the bat another 13 fire damage. Make a con save.
6.
You got to start rolling your gold die, dude.
Yeah, you have these gold dice in front of you, and you're just using your computer,
I just
and it's ruining everything.
I like the way they look.
You
You
just-
look really good when they're rolling, man.
Yeah, they look even better.
Let's
I
just
bet they
see
sound
what
good
What
too.
it would have been.
Mm.
Oh, see, would have been
It would
somewhat.
have been the exact same thing. 6.
Well, it
but
doesn't lie.
would've-
It doesn't
We would
lie.
have had audio for it, you know.
Yeah.
You
it would-
take another 10 necrotic damage.
necrotic.
Necrotic.
Ooh, necrotic.
Brave Shot is going to also take damage.
Hell yeah.
Good.
Fuck that guy.
Unconscious Brave Shot is not looking good. You dive into the water in quotations, and just like thick, moving very slowly. And I just imagine like an underwater slow-mo scene, looking up at Brave Shot, fire just burning, the boiling, searing your skin, and you feel this necrotic damage kind of going through your body like it's ripping and eating and tearing away at your skin and everything in your body. Blibb'th feels the same sensation. I'm not going to make you take another roll of damage, but I will allow you to try and get out of this situation or solve it in some way before we move on to the next phase.
I go all in, and I attack again. The objects choke tighter, and I'll attack That's a bonus action. Bonus action to attack it and an action to do something else. I don't know if you allow me to do that.
That's fine.
Okay, so the objects are just doing their own thing with a 12 to hit, so that's going to miss. Could I have seen if Thunderclap is actually doing anything onto the surface of the liquid?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'm going to do that again then, just to provide more visual cues for my teammates to see where this dragon is at. So that's a con save from the dragon.
That's about 34 on a natural 20.
I think that passes.
There's like a very small bubble that just kind of burbles up to the top.
I think the thunderclap still goes off. It's just like,
Oh yeah, the dragon doesn't.
yeah.
The dragon feels nothing.
I can't get the rhythm. Not on my time. Whatever.
Does the your animate objects do damage?
Oh, it does not. Oh, I forgot to roll a concentration check earlier for my that would have dropped anyway. Okay, so my animate objects drops and I lose all my stuff.
We just see all of Blibb'th's personal belongings float to the top of the
Slowly
board.
float up.
Does it go up or down?
I think it just stays.
Oh,
It doesn't go up or down. It just stays suspended in this viscous liquid.
It would be much more foreboding if all my stuff was on the surface. Blibb'th, are you dead? Yeah. Okay, great. It's in the middle of the water.
We are going to move to phase 2. So those of you I did not expect 2 of you to be in the blood at this moment in time, but you know what? We're just going to roll with it and we're going to run with what's going on. So Cerise is going to do what Cerise is going to do regardless of your situation. And those of you that are in the blood, so Birch and Nyx, not Nyx, Blibb'th. Dunn is back on land. Nyx is also on land. No, in the air?
I think I'm on the island with Kren.
You're on the island with Kren.
I have the broom, but like in my mind, I'm like standing on land, but the broom is there.
Okay, so you
Like, I'm with him.
landed to grab Kren.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like took you over there. You hopped off, took Brave Shot, and I'm just kind of chilling with Kren.
Well, this is going to make for a very interesting skill check then.
Really wish you were flying just now, but cool. Yeah.
This is going to make for a very interesting skill check. Under the blood, you kind of feel it before you hear it. The feeling of sound vibrations rocking your body. And as Cerise kind of thunders upward, as soon as she emerges from this murky blood lake, the sound coalesces into the screeching, thunderous roar covered in burning blood. She breathes down at the lake, this necrotic, black, inky fire to the surface of the lake, igniting it. She then flies over to Dunn.
Dun dun.
God damn it.
Cerise is going to attempt to fly down and grab you with her giant, massive claw hand. Make a dexterity saving throw to dodge out of the way, please.
All right, that's cool. I'll be fine. I'm so dexterous. I'm like super dexterous. You guys don't even know how dexterous I am. Ooh, 24. I'm so dexterous.
You are dexterous because you passed the check. You dodge out of the way expertly. Whether it was, I don't know what compelled you, but
Dunn just had like a bad feeling and backs away from the water in time to like get behind a tree and just flips off the dragon as it flies by.
perfect.
And from the island, I yell, "My boy's dexterous as fuck!"
You know,
Cerise screams the thundering roar, lands on the ground in front of just Dunn, because Dunn's the only one there.
sucks to suck, nerd. What you gonna do? Come at me.
Begins to breathe in, readying a breath weapon,
Your mom's fat.
and seems to ready a second slash attack with the claws. I wrote on here on any party members in the vicinity, but there's only one. So this is all you, Dunn.
Yep.
Am I on the back of this dragon still? Or
Oh.
I didn't think about that. Make a dexterity saving throw or strength. I'll let you choose dexterity or strength saving throw.
do dexterity with that +8. That's a 27.
Okay. You are still on the back of this dragon.
Ooh.
So as it goes down and lands in front of Dunn, you notice a burnt, just like blood red Blibb'th on the back of it.
Blibb'th, you look like shite. Are you alright up there?
Your fourth skill challenge begins as Cerise standing before you, body ablaze in glistening blood, readying its devastating attack. You must either kill Cerise here or escape the onslaught.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to use 2 attacks and forgo my 3rd attack to use a superiority die to let Blibb'th also take an attack on my turn.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Sure about that?
Well,
Okay.
are you gonna fuck me over?
I'm just saying, like, I'm not known for my attacks.
Oh, well, you don't have to attack. I think you can just take an action. Let me double check. Commander Strike. I can forgo one of my attacks and use a bonus action to direct an ally that can see or hear me to strike using a reaction.
So it
It sounds
uses
like
a
an attack.
reaction. But we're not really counting reactions. So what I will do is if you pass
Mhm.
the skill challenge here, then you'll get 2 of your attacks and Blibb'th will get 1.
I should probably just use my attacks then, because I'll have a significant buff on damage for doing it and hitting.
So it has to be an attack, not an action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a reaction, which would probably just be an attack.
It's basically a
Makes sense.
opportunity attack, essentially.
All right, I'm going to. Well, there's no sense in trying to like play it safe. So yeah, I'm definitely going to. How far away is it from me?
Oh, it's right in front of you.
Like within 10 feet?
Yeah,
Shit.
it's right there.
Okay.
And it's
so-
ready.
Unfortunate. It's so close.
I got something if you want me to go
You
first.
go first. Yeah.
I'm going to use my action and pass or do Performance of Creation. You can create 1 non-magical item of your choice in an unoccupied space within 10 feet of you. The maximum value of this item is 300 gold pieces. The maximum size is huge. I want to create a cage made out of 300 gold pieces worth of mithril, whatever the strongest fucking metal I can think of is. And I wanted to basically encage her within it.
What about a giant anvil
Yeah, that's some Looney Tunes Acme shit.
Oh,
or a piano?
Oh, like a
Sit by me.
piano. I
Oh, have her
will.
run into a big wall that looks like a tunnel.
Also, I'm just thinking about the practicality of like 300 gold of mithril is not going to be very much
Yeah, it's like a
mithril, so,
handful.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
You like throw mithril rebar at it.
Dunk. Yeah. I think I would rather encage. I would rather encage her within 300 gold pieces, whatever that is, in a cage, and I will say, "You're mine, bitch. Dragon is now mine. Bow before me." So I'll try that.
So it encages up to huge.
Yeah.
She's gigantic.
Oh shit. That's much bigger than this token.
You give her a cute hat.
Sorry. If I had my token that's in my classroom right now, it would make more sense.
Okay, let me rethink that then. Yeah, let me rethink that.
She is absolutely massive.
How's she looking health-wise?
She's bloodied.
Can I just try
Oh.
to shoot her with my short bow?
You certainly can.
Range is 80 to 320 feet. She's like within that, yeah.
She's within that. Yeah. Okay. Make your attack roll and beat a 15 for the skill challenge.
Is she bloodied or is it just the lake?
That's fair.
You don't know.
Good question.
You don't know.
When you say beat the skill challenge, you just mean beat 15 on the attack roll,
On this one, it's 15.
but just my attack modifier, right, for the short bow?
That is correct.
You see how her scales are wrinkly on her claws there? I think she's just been in the water a long time.
That's 23.
Perfect. Hits.
Right.
Go ahead and roll any attacks that you have associated with that weapon.
Okay, and does sneak attack come into play there?
Yes, because she is very focused on Dunn.
Sweet. All right, so 1d6 plus 3, so that's 9 piercing damage. And then is the additional from the sneak attack just whatever that same damage type is?
Typically, yeah.
Okay, so all right, so that's
Holy crap.
yeah, 35 is the additional from the sneak attack, plus it was 9 from the original, so 44 piercing.
Wow. That's good.
How's she looking now?
So bloodied.
I say, "You're mine, bitch," and I'll cast Sleep at 8th level. So that's 19d8, and if she's under this total, then she falls asleep.
Oh, for HP for her. Okay,
Yeah. Do you think it'll happen?
I hope so.
I don't know. It might.
Okay, it might happen.
It
So
depends on how well you roll. There is a possibility. I will say that.
okay, 19d8. 1, 2, 3. It's 90.
She resists.
Damn it.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
I tried to make her go to sleep. It didn't work.
Dunn is going to. I think he's just super stoked at the idea of killing this dragon. So he has entirely forgotten about Brave Shot, and he is just going to take 3 shots right at the dragon's face, particularly to hit it like in the nose if he can, because he can see the whole flame breath coming, trying to at least veer things off. 24 to hit.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
I should have waited for my sleep in case you got under 90.
26. Given that a 90 something didn't pass us, I don't really feel great about that amount of damage. I really wish that we had some more rogues in our party. No. But then Dunn's just gonna like fire off all 3 shots and just continue shouting obscenities about the dragon's mother to try to keep its attention.
Now that is 2 successes, so it will count you towards that. But I want to see what Birch does. Birch, we cut down into the liquid. Some didgeridoo music plays.
I'm absolutely
As you're looking at Brave Shot just searing and scorching in this burning blood, you realize the surface of it has been ignited in flame. The dragon has left, and you're shaken by these sound reverberations. What do you do?
Of the didgeridoos?
What do you didgeridoo?
How close is Brave Shot? Can I reach him?
You can reach him. He's right next to you. You grabbed him.
I'm gonna reach him. I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna swim to the surface and throw him through the flame surface first onto the shore.
Okay.
And then jump in to the shore after.
Okay. You are going to take some fire damage, as is Brave Shot.
I'm ready for it.
Man, I am rolling garbage.
Yo.
Good.
14 fire damage to you.
Oh.
Nothing.
As you throw Brave Shot onto land, using all of your strength to get through this thick water, whatever it is. And I'm going to make you roll a Constitution saving throw as you try to get yourself back onto land too.
Constitution saving roll, and he rolled just a straight roll.
That's a straight roll.
Yeah, it's an 8.
What the heck?
Did the lake fail to hang on?
That's 3d8, and I rolled 3 ones. You take 3
Yes!
necrotic damage.
Yes.
Dang.
3 necrotic damage. And you get out of the lake.
You swim through like where some water got spilled in at one point from like a recent rain.
The dragon, Cerise peed in the lake, and you're swimming through pee.
It's like an extra warm spot. But
Ooh, refreshing. Bit of a smell, though.
Okay. Well, that was 2 successes. We'll count that on 2 successes. So Cerise, shaken by the attacks, her attack fails. The breath never comes out. She is open to another round of attack because you succeeded.
nice.
Nice. I'm gonna take another shot with the cross with the bow.
Okay.
She's still focused on all them, right?
Yep.
Oh no, it's a 13.
That does not hit.
Fuck.
You're going for AC at this round. So it's
Oh, no.
18 is what you need to beat. 'Cause
Sorry,
this is
guys.
not a skill challenge.
Oh, I would have buffed you. Done that before you.
So do we have one attack fail to hit, or what just happened? Sorry.
Yeah, 1 attack failed to hit.
Yeah,
but
that was my bad. I got a little too overzealous, and I just tried to take another shot. And
The arrow just flies way overhead.
So Dunn's going to take 2 attacks, and he is for real going to burn a superiority die this time. And he is going to do 2 attacks and then have Birch. He's going to turn to Birch and be like, oh, you reek of ammonia. That's just well, you hit the dragon already. And give him an attack as well. So let me see what my attacks are. That is a 20 to hit, 21 to hit.
Beats 18. That works. So you get your 2 attacks.
Cool. So that's gonna be max and min damage. Okay, cool. So 17.
Very nice. As arrows just stick in.
So your accent's really hard to understand. I'm not sure what you're saying under all that.
you're one to talk.
Okay.
And then I still command for an attack first.
So you get essentially a free attack, Birch, and then you get your own attack.
Free attack.
Thanks to Dunn.
Thanks to Dunn. Thank you, Dunn. Is 16.
That does not hit.
Oh, wait. The hit roll was 26.
That does hit.
Okay. And then 16 damage.
Ah, I see. Got it.
And then another attack?
You can do
You
your
get your
normal,
attack now. Your attack.
Before you do that, I'm just gonna do bardic inspiration for you.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap that drum and say, subjugate her.
You just see a blood-drenched Blibb'th hit a wet, bloody drum.
and they've kept trying to hit the drum, but we can just keep moving too fast. They're like sub, and then I shoot, and they're like, oh, goddamn, sub, and then Blibb'th, like Birch attacks, like, God damn it! I'm trying to help you guys.
Subjugate her already. So yeah, if you miss, you can add 1d12.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, hit. So I got to swing the hit again.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. You have to beat an 18.
Okay, I got a 22.
That hits.
Great.
And
I'm
then-
helping, guys.
Make any attacks that you have associated with your weapon.
Okay, so I'm doing 13 damage plus 5 from the astral spark, force damage. Then I'm going to hit him with the lightning aura again, which is, what level am I?
15.
15.
3d6, which is another 13. I forgot what the last one was.
You're at 18 plus 13.
Okay, 31. And then inspiration?
Yeah, this just helps you hit.
That's just for
You hit, so it didn't
yeah.
do anything.
You
I'm
just
just-
have that for the next time you.
Yeah, or you fail.
I haven't used
Anytime
it.
you fail a hit or a saving throw or ability check type of thing. Yeah, you can add it on top.
Very nice. Very nice. Cerise is going to spread the wings again, cry out, and she's going to fly up into the air, landing on this gigantic tree.
Am I still on her back?
Are you? Did you get off or no?
No.
Make a dexterity saving throw as she flies up.
You were gonna engage her while you were still on her?
Yeah.
You're not stuck in here. What was the damage you did on that attack?
I'm not stuck here with you.
31. Okay.
That's
Oh.
a 6. I want to say 6.
Now the question is
16, and if that fails, I can add 3 to that.
I think 16 is enough to stay on the
Okay.
back.
Hell yeah.
Cries out as it flies over to the tree, landing in the crown, the leaves. You witness. We are moving into the final phase of this battle.
Oh God.
There is some narration that has to happen here.
Must happen. Narration.
As Cerise lands in the tree begins to grow and
Hey.
Nice.
and expand.
Ooh. Like double the size or like
Well, it's rare for a tree this age to grow like that.
No, I'd say that's average, actually.
Is it a grower?
Average, yeah.
Is it a grower or a shower?
Difficult. There's a small
You lined yourself up for
blue
that.
fertilizer we can give trees until reach a certain age, but
Everything I have written here sucks now.
It's interesting, like all the bushes, like around the base of it, kind of get like the round.
They really
shape.
should do more landscaping.
I'm just going to say it anyway. I don't care how it sounds. All right. So the tree begins to grow and expand. The leaves begin to drip burning blood all down onto
See a doctor.
I had that once, actually. You got to take some penicillin for a few weeks.
Cerise connected, deeply connected with the tree. The leaves seem to be becoming oversaturated with this blood as she
yeah, they do.
Say it a little slower.
as she nears the end of her life. She grasps the tree tightly and squeezes. Now, two things happen in this simultaneous moment.
Is one of them faking it?
As you look around and kind of getting a sense of everything that's happening, you see something in the sky. is Eagle Team 6 fly in formation, and they swoop down and unleash a barrage of arrows on Cerise. And just as they are doing that, a loud rumbling noise can be heard from behind you. And as you look back, you realize that the wooden mermaid from the ship that was destroyed has been reinforced and emerges through the trees with your crew. The mermaid has been converted into a working mech. That can traverse through burning blood. It has been reinforced. There are 4 open spots on this mech, 1 for each of you. I will allow you to choose the skill on the mech that you control.
Dunn sobs. It's the most beautiful thing he's ever seen in his life. And then he does a sweet Power Rangers pose before getting ready to do a backflip into the mech.
Cool.
Because I'm still over there, can I fly the broom up at like the sharpest angle I can and jump off of it at the peak to land in the mech?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. What are the available skills to control?
You choose.
Oh, fuck. Just like any...
You choose. Like, what is it that you do on this mech?
I want to control its voice box.
Okay.
And be just a fucking intimidating force.
Great.
That's all you want. Like, there's all these things.
I just want to shit talk.
Yeah, there's guns. There's rocket-powered fist.
Flies the broom straight into the throat of the mermaid.
Unless one of the arms controls a chef's knife, I'm good with the I'm good with the voice box.
Okay.
I leap on board and then put my hands on the controls of Black & Decker. And a single tear rolls down my face.
They are absolutely there. Black & Decker fully intact.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Blibb'th, done.
I'm still on the dragon.
Okay, done.
Okay, so Dunn finishes his like awkwardly long Power Rangers pose and does a backflip like into the mermaid mech and lands like sort of on the like lower back of the mermaid where there has been some like long range like artillery and like cannon fire and stuff set up.
Very nice. All right. So now that we have some artillery voice, intimidating voice, and Black & Decker ready to go and set up, along with the rest of your crew that are standing at the ready, controlling different parts of this mech, bringing it in.
And I think Dunn takes a second, like, is it just me or is Eagle Team 6's pupils really large? Has anyone else noticed that?
Yeah, they're all rubbing each other too. It's really weird.
You know, it's interesting. We made the signal to be a giant tree that gets bigger, right? I mean, how often does that happen? But they saw it.
I must have just marked something weird on the paper and they figured it out.
It's a beautiful thing.
The doctor who's on the mech, controlling the feet, says, yeah, withdrawals.
Blibb'th sitting on the back of the dragon's like, oh, I'm supposed to be somewhere else. I know it.
There is like the only seat left like has Blibb'th's name like engraved on it.
Yeah.
With Eagle Team 6 overhead and your mermaid mech at hand.
The mer-mech.
Yes, the mer-mech. You face off against the tree and Cerise as the tree seems to come alive. It's a good thing I finished that sentence. Cerise fighting off arrows from Eagle Team 6 roars viciously as Kren and Brave-Not are squeezed tight by vine. Well, not Brave-Not because he's on the land, but Kren is wrapped in vines and squeezed tight. Cerise addresses the party as she intertwines herself within the tree, causing it to show growth. Fuck! All over, she says,
How dare you try to stop my beautiful seedling from reaching its full potential? This world is full of lies and deceit, but the one truth is a being's soul. My fierce tree collects the souls lost by those here and turns them into something more, something better. The very land you stand on is fed by the souls of the injurious. You are just as unwise as the rest if you believe that you can stop the cleansing of the dishonest. Now die and become a part of this blazing purge.
Do you hear the stuff you're saying and how it kind of sounds sexual? Like, it's like you're really into and that's a throbbing tree. It's quite impressive.
It's really hard to focus when you're just gripping that throbbing tree so intently.
We are going to end with 3 skill challenges. This is going to determine whether she lives or dies, whether you succeed or fail. Now, she has already taken a lot of damage. She can die here. She is pretty mortally wounded, but she has a lot of tricks up her sleeve. Your first of the final 3 challenges. The dragon leaf tree sprouts roots all up over the island, out of the ground, as every part of this island seems to be connected and controlled by this tree. This island is this tree, and they attempt to grapple and crush your mech and you. How do you stop these roots from crushing your new mech? This is your first of the final 3 skill challenges. Do you keep your mech or do you lose it?
Oof. Is there tall trees around?
There are trees all over, but all of these trees are connected to the giant tree. Keep that in mind.
I have an idea.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think we might have the same. Go ahead, go.
So Black and Decker are like fire off, but they're like attached. So like I'm thinking Spider-Man and firing Black to grip onto a tree, firing Decker to grip onto a tree and like swinging.
Before we do anything physical, can I try to get in the mind of this fucking dragon and tree combination?
By all means.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
the voice of the mer-mech.
I want to just like voice booming like I am on the fucking expo line at a 3-star Michelin restaurant, drilling into this thing, and I'm just going to barrage into it. And I'm just going to be like, you think you have what it fucking takes to do this? Who the fuck are you? Why are you so fucking slow? Be faster, motherfucker. And I'm just going to go off on this thing. I'm going to be like, you think you know pain? You think you know suffering? You try working below deck for 200 hungry fucking pirates where they're asking you more, give me more. Fuck you. You think you can do this shit? And I'm just gonna more and more of that.
Damn, that's acting,
And just to like stack some stuff and we'll figure out the roles. I think as soon as he says that stuff, Dunn like fires off a round of cannons at it, like at the same time trying to hit like around the wings to ground this dragon or like make it less agile. And just sort of gets off I'm like, you're paid way less than everyone else too. Not that you are. You're not. You're definitely paid the same as everyone.
Yeah, that's a good fucking point. All of this for what? The glory? The fucking glory? You really think that's worth it? You think you could do that shit? You sit here on your fucking island of blood and you think you're such a fucking badass? Fuck you. What have you ever created?
What cultures have you seen in the world? What have you even seen outside of Blood Island anyways?
Right? Who the fuck represents you in media? I got Anthony fucking Bourdain out there.
Anthony Bourdain, and he is hard to provide lodging for, but the reviews are meaningful.
You don't even a real wood.
Okay, wow. I'm going to say intimidation with advantage on that for Shea.
Fuck yeah.
Now, you're kind of doing the same thing. The cannons I'll count that towards something. Like, what skill is that?
Yeah, so I feel like he's like obviously not manning the cannons directly. It's more of like a hold on, let me tailor this to the skills that I'm going to be good at as I look real quick. You know what? I think he is going to be trying to keep an eye on the dragon's movements, and he's been like dialing in, and I want to use like sleight of hand to move a bunch of gears and stuff to try to get the cannons faced in like the optimal direction to like fire things off as the fuses burn down.
Okay. So what skill was that?
Sleight of hand.
Okay. Just so you know, I forgot to mention it. The DC for these final skill challenges rises to 18.
Okay. New choice.
No.
19.
Yeah.
Never mind.
20.
Give me
25 actually. No.
That's a 24 on intimidation.
That works. That is one success, as she is shaken by your words. For the first time, you've seen her actually like affected by something that you've said.
Can you guys tell I've been rewatching The Bear?
Yeah.
That's so good.
18 succeeds.
So as the insults land, so too do the cannonballs.
All right, that's 2 successes. Anyone else?
Were you really inspired by Jeff?
Yeah, I got the swinging
The
through
Jeff,
trees.
yeah.
Is that a roll?
Well,
More of an invasive, but maybe I'm swinging to like do a tail whip with the mermaid across. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, how is that really going to help?
It's gonna hit it with the mermaid tail.
Well, it's in the island. You have to get across the lake.
Yeah, it's all the way over there.
Yeah, it's far, so we gotta.
Oh, there's no trees.
Not in the lake. She's
Can't we
in.
fire to the tree?
What if you? How tall are the trees? What if you like tried to pull them onto it across over the lake?
That's
What
a
if
good
I
question. I didn't think
Try to
about that.
like grapple the trees and pull them down onto
Is it
Well,
huge?
I mean, it's a
or-
bow of a ship essentially.
Is that what you're saying?
So
Yeah, kind of.
let's say it's like
Why don't I just fire black and decker
from
at the
top
tree?
to bottom,
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
Let's
20
just do
feet.
that. Okay. Yeah.
It's a double, and I'm going to cast animate objects on the mech.
Oh.
So it needs to be 120 feet away, and now it's extra smart. So like it just can do what.
Got it. So the mech that drove to where we are is
Yeah.
now smarter.
Is now smarter, and it's about to run, and then its legs turn into like, I don't know, engines or paddle wheels.
And
Paddle
so-
wheels.
Is
And it begins,
Lahir gonna be okay?
as it begins to, I say, "Come to me, my mech."
And then, so I'm firing Black and Decker, and it's fired, and now these hands are alive, so they're gripping, and they're working their way on this thick, solid trunk, slowly just.
Base.
You guys realize if we fail this check now, the tree is gonna like. Never mind.
Don't we already have 2 succeeds?
You already have 2 successes.
So yeah, do whatever. You jerk the tree off. Who cares?
Yeah, jerk it off.
I
bro.
think for the sake of time, we're just going to say that your mermaid is on the island, alive, crawling up the tree using Black and Decker, which are now hands. And Cerise the dragon is rattled and shaken. The roots do not grab you. Your mech remains intact. Okay, this throws a wrench into the second final challenge, but you know what? We're going to do it anyway. 2 giant blood water spouts emerge, tornadoes over water, and Cerise, using the large branches of the dragon leaf tree as extensions of her own body, attempt to redirect the spouts over to your mech and attempts to hit you with 2 giant water spouts of blood, burning blood.
She's a squirter.
Fuck, dude.
Your skill challenge, your second one, you need to either stop the tree from doing this or divert the spouts but not get hit in some way.
Wait. What was the first option?
You need to either divert the spouts away, so don't get hit, or just straight up stop it.
I casted animate objects. I want to cast gust of wind to like as the mech is long jumping past this. I'm gonna like push it in the ass to like give it an extra burst of 10 feet.
Grab you
He's
some
gonna
mech booty.
blow in
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna blow that ass.
Just grab a handful of mermaid mech butt. All right, cool. Go ahead. Let's do an Arcana check on that for you. I'll go ahead and give you advantage on this. Got to beat an 18.
Okay. Yeah. Arcana. Yeah.
With advantage.
Arcana. That's a 19. That's a 21.
Perfect. Both of those succeed. So that's 1 success.
I'm just going to try to motivate the crew and kind of go into like expediting mode and just be like, chefs, listen up.
Yes, chef.
We're about to be in the shit. I need all hands on deck.
Yes, chef. Aye, chef.
Fully recognizing Dunn is indeed the captain of this crew, but sometimes the head chef has to give it over to his head expediter. Do we understand, chefs?
Yes, chef.
Head acting chef.
Perfect. So all I need for the next 5 seconds, I just need everybody to focus. I need hands. Ready, walking in 10. Chefs.
Yes.
Yes, chef.
Chef.
Hands,
Perfect.
chef.
Can I get a yes, chef, from everybody?
Yes,
Yes, chef.
And so on and so forth. That's an 18.
Passes. That's 2 successes.
Dunn gets an idea. He feels inspired and wants to go tweak some of the aiming of the system and shoot at the branches that are being used to redirect the blood funnels, right? So he gets up and it's on the other side of Nyx, so he's just like moving. He's like, oh, behind, and goes to like press a bunch of buttons to fire off at the branches over there.
Okay. That would, I don't know, what would that be? That
Sleight of hand is what I was going for.
Let's go
again.
for that. Yeah, go for it.
16.
That is not a success, but you already have 2. Well, we have 1 more after this.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna bring Black and Decker up, like boxing defensive stance around the mermaid,
Okay.
just in case any water sprays get through.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. Go ahead and let's, I don't know, athletics.
How close is?
Well, with you flying up into the air using the gust of wind up the ass,
You're welcome.
and
With our ass wind, yes.
and the encouragement of the people on the mech, so you're kind of like you're kind of up above Cerise at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, but close enough to punch.
Like, could we land down
Sure,
on her
fine.
and bring a fist?
Okay.
You can land a
Yeah.
punch.
Hammer fist. I'm
Sure.
gonna double
That's
hammer
the
fist
word, yes.
down right
Go
across
ahead.
her.
You can fist the dragon in the tree.
Yes. What's the roll to fist?
Go ahead and roll for fisting. That's going to be
Jesus Christ.
D20.
So many content warnings on this episode.
I was gonna say, what's the most explicit rating you can give this, Josh?
D20 plus 69. No, let's do D20 plus. Go ahead and add 5 to your modifier. That feels fair.
Because there's 5 fingers on a fist.
Go ahead and roll with advantage because you have Black and Decker.
First one is 19.
24.
Second is 11 plus 5, so 16.
Okay, well, we'll take that first one. Great. Go ahead and roll 2d8.
Decker, I hardly know her.
How long were you sitting on?
I just now thought of it, and I felt like I had to say it because,
We got 11.
It was in your mouth. You just got to get it out of your mouth.
11.
you know, when you get soap in your mouth, I'm like, oh, no,
Yeah.
Perfect.
How often do you get soap in your mouth?
it's too much.
As Black and or Decker go down and just straight up.
1-2 combination.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, no, it was a hammer fist. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Hammer fist. Reverse. Goes down, hammer fist. Onto Cerise. Very good. So, Cerise, you all succeed. The spouts do not hit you, and they kind of like divert it out of the way thanks to a lot of the explosive assault here. I'm moving a little quickly. We're trying to finish this up. The third and final challenge here. This is going to be it. Cerise, near death, frustrated, annoyed, and desperate, pulls back on the tree before flying way up into the air. And as she pulls, you hear a giant crack. And as you happen to look down, you notice the tree has been cracked slightly at the base, down near the bottom. And there's a small... There's a small glowing orifice that has been exposed, and
Tell us more about the glowing orifice.
What's in the
Under the
orifice?
a couple
How deep does it go?
wispy souls seem to leak out of the tree as if
Ooh.
trapped there.
Oh, it's a soul hole.
Cerise, in her haste, does not seem to notice this. Her actions do not indicate that she's aware of what just happened.
I whispered gently in her ear, subjugate yourself and submit to me, your
I'm
true
gracing
master.
Black and Decker against her.
Is that a roll?
Are you trying to seduce her?
Seduce and subjugate.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to be her dommy mommy.
Blibb'th, why do you always do this? It's not like...
Yo, I'm a bard. Coming in.
Go ahead and do persuasion.
Oh, yeah?
Persuasion as your skill challenge.
Plus 15, baby.
Ooh, shit.
That's a 28.
Okay, you were pretty much going to succeed either way. Wow. That's one success as Cerise is subjugated and seduced and enraptured by your words as she says, "Oh yeah, Big Daddy."
That's what I thought. I'm also a mommy.
Sorry. I'm really shaken up right now. Sorry, Big Mommy.
That's how it's ending, guys. This is how
That really.
I have a very important question. This is a blood dragon, right?
Yes.
A blood dragon?
Yes.
Perfect. I would like to sneakily slide my entire bag of onions into the hand of the mech.
Okay.
We have determined that onions are a blood decoagulant.
Oh my god.
Wait, onions do what to blood?
They decoagulate blood. We have determined that in the last session and via the internet.
Okay.
So I'm going to slide them into the hands and I'm going to shoot a wink to Birch, who's controlling Black and Decker.
Okay.
I would have called back.
Also, I believe that dragons are a favored enemy of me, and I have not been using that. Unfortunate.
Well, sorry, what are you doing with the onions?
I'm sliding them into the hand of the mech, but I don't want the dragon to notice.
Okay, so you're making a sleight of hand.
If you want to call it that, I suppose it would be a sleight of hand check.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Rogue.
Also, before you do
No, go ahead. Before I do that, go ahead.
No, you already rolled.
30.
That fails. No, that's okay. That's 2 successes. Sure. You two, go ahead and do something.
Dunn sees what's happening, and do you want to go first?
No, you're good. I'm
Dunn sees what's happening, and he loads a bunch of onions into the cannon. He loads a bunch of onions into the cannons and also dials them in again on the dragon. I'd like to use sleight of hand again to attack this dragon and do onion mageddon.
Okay. Well, you can't do sleight of hand because that was already done.
Oh, just kidding.
You got to choose something new.
You're right. So I think we're going to use insight and say that like I saw what he was doing, and so I've already been zeroed in from the last shot, so I'm just replacing the ammunition with onions.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Here we go. 16. Sorry.
Fuck.
That's a fail.
Oh, God.
Birch.
Right, I'm going to take Black and Decker. We're going to bring the fists together. We're going to launch and double fist straight into the soul hole.
Oh, okay. Okay.
With onions in the fists.
Onion fisted soul hole.
Okay.
It's my favorite Red Hot Chili Pepper song.
That would actually be a dope ad.
That would be a good song. I could see Flea rocking out to that. Okay. Go ahead and roll something. I don't know. What are you going to roll? I don't know what the heck. Just do athletics or acrobatics. I don't care. You choose. It doesn't matter. You already got 2 successes anyway. Just roll something.
You got a 19.
Great. Fantastic. Perfect. So as Blibb'th is seducing the dragon, of course, Blibb'th is seducing the dragon. The dragon is going, oh yeah. Then we've got you over here sneaking onions into everything, just loading it up. We've got Mermaid down here going straight towards this little soul hole. A couple things happen. Let's read. Well, none of this applies anymore. Supply.
As a DM, I feel your pain
I did
for
not
what just happened.
for this. Your mech goes down and hits the base of this tree, the soul hole, as you call it. And it's just, with the onions, you start to see the tree begin to melt as it becomes decoagulated. And the hole opens and grows wider as souls pour out. And as they do, the tree's leaves begin to die and wither and fall. And the tree itself begins to wither. And every part of this island, from the ground to every single tree you've seen so far, turns black, charred, and lifeless. Cerise, as she's just getting warmed up with Blibb'th, howls in pain and body writhes and convulses out of sheer essentially torture at this point as
I whisper into her ear, pain and pleasure are the same.
she says, I'm so confused and conflicted.
Everybody's just staring at Blibb'th again.
I whisper in her ear, you and me will make a kingdom together. And I try to ride her off into this.
She says, I believe you, and flies away with you on her back before just going lifeless.
Oh no, my mount, it's dying. I wanted to conquer kingdoms with you, and now you're dead.
As Blibb'th was like taking off hard in the first place, we were like, maybe reconsider for a moment. We did a lot of damage. Oh, she's just flying right off.
I was going to be the captain. I was going to ride her, and she's going to be my Okay.
She looks up at you with dying eyes and says the last words, my body was ready. The entire island turning to ash. Kren comes to. You look over. Brave Shot does not seem to be breathing.
Guess he didn't come.
Good thing that was caught off mic.
Oh no, we'll put some gain on that. We'll make sure that makes the cut.
Kren gets up very slowly, walks over to Dunn.
Yeah, Dunn definitely runs over to like help him get up off of the ground.
I don't remember what his accent was, but it's going to be this now. Dunn.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, you nailed it. Yeah.
You saved me.
Aye, Captain. That's what I'm here for.
Why?
Well, you know, it sort of felt like the right thing to do. You're like kidnapped, dragged away. It's like
You're
spelled
an
out in the
idiot.
contingency plan.
I said you're an idiot.
All right.
All you're idiots. But you know what? You're my idiots.
No.
And I
right.
wouldn't trade you for the world. Thank you for what you did. Now, let's take this mermaid and go make some memories. What say you?
God.
Wait, hold on.
Dunn looks really concerned.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, wait.
He leans like a little away from the captain without breaking contact.
You don't need to call me that anymore, Captain.
So you're set on retiring then?
Oh, no, I'm going with you. You're just going to be captain now. I can't get away.
Is this going to be one of those things where like the last time you tried to retire and you like backseat captain the whole time and we just gave it back to you? Or are you really retiring this time?
I could go for some food. What do you think? Maybe some spaghetti?
You know, I think I'm going to square off of the red vegetables for a little bit.
You're right.
Maybe like a nice pesto.
Red vegetables, what are you talking about?
Just the whole Blood Island.
But like are you talking about tomatoes? Those are a fruit.
Got him.
Hey, wait.
Technically, vegetables don't exist, Dunn.
Got him twice.
All right, you're right. That's a fair point. I'm not going to have you...
From like a culinary standpoint, sure, but like...
Yep, you're right. Vegetables aren't... I get it. It's more of like a
And
colloquialism.
with this conversation, the camera begins to pan out.
So as Ceres is dying beneath me, and I imagine she kind of flies off, that she kind of dies off somewhere
Yeah,
else.
like
Yeah.
does he fall out of the air and die? Or...
No, I'm gripping the entire time. And as we land together, I'm going to cast Resurrection on the dragon.
Oh!
And I'm gonna basically make her my own, and we're eventually going to conquer the world.
So in the very last scene of this thematic event, you hear the sound of a resurrection. The screen goes black, fades to light with the dead eyes of Cerise lying in the water, and a single eye opens.
You're mine, bitch.
Cut there.
After credits scene, a portal opens. And Samuel L. Jackson walks through, and he says, "I'm putting together a team."
Well, there was. We
Holy
did it.
shit.
Fuck, dude.
Wow.
None of that thought, like, went the way I thought it was going to go. I was like,
Same.
shit. I also don't feel bad for anything we did to you.
Was this not supposed to go sexual?
That was not my intention.
Really? You said big throbbing tree in the middle of the island and you didn't think
I did not think that.
that has blood coursing through its veins?
And then it becomes fully erect when the dragon touches it with its hand.
It fills with blood.
I mean, hearts and wishes are for a sequel where the tree gets off, for sure.
It squirted, like shot loads at us, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Now that we have concluded our session, I hope that you've enjoyed this small 3-part session. I'd like us to do some hearts and wishes. How did we feel? What are our reactions? How did you enjoy the combat? Mr. Josh, do you have any hearts or wishes?
I do. I have so many hearts and so few wishes. Instead of wishes, I'll share something a little bit different. So like hearts wise, I super heart the way that you brought us back from just absolutely beating the tar out of us last time. So it was fun to like, literally I was terrified coming up to this session. I was like, what is about to happen to us? I have nothing left in the tank. And so like the refresh was nice from a gameplay perspective. The stakes felt really high. And then rolling with just the unacceptable level of nonsense that we threw at you was so fun. I mean, obviously it was always going to be super sexual in theme for how we were going to end the fight, but I really appreciated you going with us and how we tamed that down. And then the whole way that I love this, and I'm gonna try to steal this at some point. I really like the final like boss fight happening in phases where you have like skill checks throughout, and then the reaction at the end. We still totally could have lost that a bunch of times, but I felt like we were set up to succeed as capable adventurers and do the absolutely ridiculous shit we were going to do to try to save the world. And so it was just fun to like get it to happen kind of in our way, but like in the bounds or the reality of the situation that you set up for us. And then wishes, I actually don't have any. Like I thought I was going to have some stuff to say about like, I wish we did whatever, but like I really like the way that you connected it all together. And again, just kind of brought us back from having the tar kicked out of us to be able to like hang again, and then you didn't let us stay too far in our bullshit, so to speak, and like here's a fucking earthquake to tell you where to go. So I just like more hearts there instead of wishes. Yeah, just great job, aces. So wonderful.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Speaking on that, just for a moment,
you love me too. I know.
I do. I really wanted to say that. No, when I was planning this out, so on my script, so to speak, I do have a section for if you had failed on each of these. And I don't think that you ever actually failed one of these. If you had, like, there were dire consequences at each level. So you would have been just screwed if you had failed. So you didn't, which was miraculous. So
we should come back to that at the end and learn what would have happened if we had failed.
Okay. Anybody else? Let's go back to Kyle. Hearts and wishes.
No. I thought it was I really like the non-combat combat system.
I did
good
that
way to
for
change
you.
it up. Thank you. Because it's not like, I don't know. It just seems to like slow down the game so much. Normal combat
Yeah, it
does. And
does.
it's like, oh, the rolls to hit, and then how much damage, and then it's like 5 minutes to add up all the damage, and then I don't know. Maybe I just got ADD and I just check out. I don't know. But love that. And then also, I mean, just the commitment to the characters here and like the screeches. And like you were yelling at one point was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
Like I felt that movie moment where he's like, the screech happens off to the end. Ah! I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was so good. So I thought that was really great, and you're really committed and kill it as a DM, and this was awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
As far as wishes, nothing comes to mind.
Let's move over to Fiesta Joe.
Yeah, I'm Fiesta because I'm wearing Fiesta shorts. Let's see. Okay, so hearts, definitely enjoying the pacing of the combat. I like being able to move between phases so quickly and having a very clear objective between the phases. It made the spell creative usage to become more interesting. Mechanically there, I guess I'm just going to talk mechanics there. Like I was very conscious to be using spells throughout this entire process, and like sometimes that was like a very 50-50 thing to do, because it's like, okay, am I dealing enough damage, quote unquote, or am I making them do a save that's high enough, quote unquote? It's better. And like in my mind, I was, after a couple rounds, I'm like, okay, it's way better for me to be doing skill checks instead of doing these attack rolls or whatever, or making them do spell saves or whatever. And so like it kind of broke down for me like that mechanically, which and that didn't feel great in terms of how I wanted the like how I envisioned the combat, and like and what that means also in this context is like at some point I kind of lost context of how the battlefield was kind of laying out second by second, which is kind of like what I imagine in D&D for combat. Like that's what you kind of lose, but what you gain is a lot more fast-paced content of what's going on. So I like that, but it comes with a drawback, I guess. Let's see. Other hearts, I really liked the pacing. Sorry, I already said that. I really liked how all of the battlefield was evolving, and I really liked how I was able to, at the end, resurrect the dragon, because that felt really good to me. That felt like a very in-character moment, and it was something that I had been building up for my character since session 1. Like I was like thinking since the beginning, Blibb'th wants to become captain. Like since the first session, I was like, okay, how do I make that happen? And in the end, it revealed itself as, oh, I become captain of this dragon and whatever that becomes. So I like that was the reality. Yeah, I really enjoyed the way that you evolved, and you you took our input and you made it a part of what the story was about. Me staying on top of the dragon, and I knew that probably wasn't part of your script because you looked very surprised when I said I'm staying on that dragon, and like all of the little different bits and pieces. I guess the only wish, or like the wish that I had was, I guess in opposition to Josh, was I wish my character had taken more damage. I wish my character had, or one of our characters had nearly died. I thought that would have been interesting, but I guess we all succeeded our checks. But I never felt like our characters were in the midst of about to die. Like
I felt so differently about that, because I felt like it was like a very fragile, like if we get hit by one round of shit, someone's dead. Like I almost felt like, and you can correct us on this, Chris, if you want, but like what I went into this and why I kept trying to like do damage and be away from everybody, I was like, someone's gonna die first. Like if we fail something, like someone's gonna get fucking hit. So how do I take that, you know?
Yeah, and I was excited for that possibility. Like if one of us dies, that's very dramatic, and how we react as a team. Like if Dunn had died, now the acting captain conversation comes back up.
Yeah, it would have been so funny. That
would have been really interesting. Or if fuck, I already forgot your name. Birch. If Kyle's character Birch had died, then it's like, oh shit, like where does that leave us? Like the dynamic of the entire group completely switches when one character is removed, and the conversation around that completely switches. And so I wish that one of us had died. Almost. No, I do wish that one of our characters had died. It's weird that you looked at me
the entire time you said that. That's cool, yeah.
So like that, because I as a player seek dramatic moments. So like nothing is more dramatic than a character dying. So that's what I wish had happened.
Honestly, me too. Like I said, going back on some of these, like a couple of specific moments, if that blood ball had hit you, that would have been devastating. There was splash damage. There absolutely was area of effect. All of you would have been hit, and it would have been devastating. If Dunn squaring off on that one-on-one thing when everybody else was in the lake, if it had hit you with the breath weapon and 2 slashes, you would have been dead.
I figured. I was like, this is the moment where I'm going to be bored for the rest of the episode. Here we go.
You would have been dead. Like, I don't think that there was any question that it would have killed you.
I mean, I have healing spells, and I had a resurrection spell.
Yeah,
like,
you had
sitting in my
something
back
ready, like,
pocket.
yeah.
You know,
It was all right there. I just, like, I wanted to keep it true to the dice. I left it all to you. I set the expectation, like, you have to beat a 15, and at every turn, you ended up coming out clutch. And
Yeah, I think we got super lucky on the rolls there that saved us.
I also think we adapted, right? Like I think about the first 2 phases. I tried to do a spell, which was Arcana, not strong at, and that sack thing, animal handling, not strong at, even with advantage. So I think it was like an adaptation thing over time, where once we got in the mech, I was like, intimidation, persuasion, sleight of hand, like those are my fucking strengths. That's what I'm gonna try to appeal to.
You're right. And that was such a great way to make me forced to think about like how to role play the situation for like what my character was good at. So like from a DM standpoint, like super A+ on that too. Like
Right.
I felt like set up to do what I was good at.
I think it forced us to play to our characters both thematically and mechanically.
that's part of the reason I wanted to try the skill challenge, is because I know as players and as people, you're all incredibly creative. And you have such a mind for like coming up with these absurdist and amazing things on the spot. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to be able to do that and like play to your character and use your abilities and use the actions that you have. And I wanted to see what you could pull out.
Dick jokes.
That's pretty much all that happens.
Yeah, that's
I was
that for
very
like 45
disappointed.
minutes.
But no, I loved it. It was great. I do agree with some of Joe's points that spells, especially, I would have to figure out in this context, like spell saves kind of get lost in this method of doing combat. The 6-second turn based combat is also kind of lost, so you'd have to kind of adapt to that. There are certain situations where that does play a part. So how do you bring that into it?
But it's so much more fun that way too, because we get to make like he fucking flew me across a pond to grab somebody, and you let me try to get the other person across, and fuck that guy, he's dead now. But we got to try it, which was fun. We wouldn't have done that in normal combat order.
And I think bringing in like advantage, disadvantage, like that kind of also helps to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
And instead of doing a skill challenge, maybe it's a saving throw substituted, and so if it fails its saving throw, that counts as a success. Like that could be a thing that comes into play for spells, as long as it's a spell saving throw.
Which is also cool as a player, because sometimes you have cool shit for saving throws that might not be there for a normal skill check.
Yeah.
My dex saving modifier is +8. My regular dex is like +3. So that's-
Yeah.
like I'll take a dex saving throw any day.
Yeah. So I think that I want to flesh this out more and maybe utilize it more, because I think that this, for our particular play style, at least for how I tend to run games, I think I kind of like this better.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Honestly.
steal this from you for sure. This is really cool with running a
It was
Yeah.
super cool, and I'd like to do a call out because this is parallel thinking at its best, in my opinion. Joe, I feel like you did something fairly similar for the Halloween one shot that we did, where we had to do like a series of skill checks to escape that hallway.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. The final hallway thing. Yeah.
And for the listeners, Chris was not part of that one shot. So like this is totally parallel thinking. They each like came up with this independently, and I think it was super fun in both fucking instances. So I'm a big fan of it.
When was the Halloween one?
Around Halloween?
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes
Like
sense.
October-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Close to the end.
31st or something.
An
Yeah.
invite was put out to the whole group, so like it was
Yeah,
who could
minus
attend.
Right. I missed it.
You were.
I
you
hadn't
were busy
known
'cause
you
it was your
then.
birthday.
Yeah, it was my birthday, because my birthday is on the 27th.
So it was October 27th for anyone listening.
There you go. Shea, any hearts or wishes?
I feel like I've made my hearts fairly well known just throughout this conversation. I love your adaptability and your willingness to let us run with silly shit and like join us into that, you know, and like meet us with that. My only fucking heart, I think, I really loved the characters that you had like created and introduced in the first session, and it would have been fun to like see them again, like to hear. Yeah, what did I say?
You said heart. That's
Oh,
fine.
sorry. My only wish.
Say that again from the beginning.
My only wish.
Wait,
sorry,
hold on.
The whole thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, this is Shea Ingram. I play Sable, Nyx, Nightshade. No, sorry. My only wish is like I would have loved to have just seen the characters again, like Yezu. I fucking loved Yezu, and it didn't need to be anything big, but you know, since they all came back with the mech at the
I
end.
know, and I
But there was a lot going on at the end too, so I totally get it. Like I understand.
I totally intended. I had every intention to, but I think I was looking at the clock, and I was just like, got to get this done. And I knew that if I brought everyone back, it'd be a whole reunion, and
We'd have some bullshit for every character that we talked to there.
yeah.
No, I totally get it, and given the circumstances, absolutely understand. I think just a testament to like the fun cast of characters you created in that first session, even with like so little time for each of them, you know?
Well, you know what? Get back into the kitchen.
Yezu, it's so good to see you.
Yeah, I just figured I'd show up this one time. And, yeah.
So
Screw you.
what's the epilogue for each of our characters? Because I know my epilogue. I get a dragon and I try to take over the world. So I don't know.
If I can write my own epilogue, given that Kren has stepped away from being captain but is still on the ship, I want to take him under my wing as my sous chef and train him up.
Nice.
Very nice.
Join Nick Fury, and I go back with him and join the Avengers.
Oh shit. What are you doing in the Avengers? Like Thanos is coming. What are you doing?
I'm recrafting an even bigger, badder mer-mech.
Oh shit. Okay, that would be sick to see.
I think Dunn wants to establish like a new iteration of the Thesius with the current crew to sort of like be his like crowning achievement or first achievement as like the official captain. And so he sets off on a series of heists for how they can either destroy or take parts from other ships without people maybe noticing to create a bigger, badder ship for people to go make some hell happen on. Yeah.
Very good. One thing that I was particularly proud of was bringing the mermaid back, because I knew how much
Yeah,
you
dude, the
loved
mermaid neck. Fuck, so good.
And you mentioned in the first session, like you wanted a mech. So I was like, all right, you're getting a mermaid mech.
So good.
And it's like the crew brought it to us too. Like the way you introduced it was perfect. Like no notes.
It
So
felt
good.
very Avengers Endgame
Yeah,
with all the
on
portals
your
opening. Yeah, exactly. It felt like that.
Had to bring it in. That would have been the perfect time to bring back the crew, to be like, to bring back their voices one more time. I missed opportunity.
Totally fine. Oh, another heart. Sorry if I didn't mention this. I love the kind of open combat, like no initiative order, kind of reminiscent of
Daggerheart.
Daggerheart, yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with both like the skill checks and when we had the open rounds for attack, like
Yeah.
it's just kind of refreshing to like not have to be like, okay, Kyle's gonna go first and then Josh and then like, you know.
Honestly, it feels a little more real too, because if we were a team that knows each other and we've been working together long enough that we can be this comfortable about like executing on an attack like this, like we should probably know things like what you're probably likely to do from a strategic standpoint. So I love the idea of us getting to be above game for a second and decide what order of initiative to go in and what attacks to make and why to move the story, and then also like increase chances for success. I think you did a really good job of playing with that with us, because there were a couple of times we did stuff and you're like, yeah, do that with advantage. That was fucking dope. Yeah, let's see it happen. And so it was really nice to see from a player perspective.
I do have a question, because maybe like half of what we were doing was dodging or dipping or doing something with the environment, and then like the other half was actually attacking the dragon. So it's not like we were actually like, if all of our actions were spent attack dragon, the dragon's HP would be significantly lower and like probably closer to dying, quote unquote. But like we weren't doing that. So was what we were doing in the skill portion, was that actually impacting the health of the dragon? How is that resolved mechanically, I guess? Does that make sense?
Can I guess before you answer?
Okay.
Okay, so I think that there is an HP for the dragon, and there was always going to be a threshold to where it would go to the throbbing dick tree for sustenance, and really replenish its life energies there. And so I think we probably just shortened the number of rounds until the dragon went for life sustenance from the throbbing tree, and had that happen sooner with the throbbing tree.
Right.
And the
It
sustenance.
just needs to swallow the dick a little
It
earlier.
needed to suckle from the tip of the throbbing tree.
Yeah.
The throbbing.
Can I make a guess too?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that there was no HP at all for the dragon, and that it was just based on the 2 successes per round, success failures. And I'm also curious.
Josh is more correct.
Yeah!
I was in fact tracking HP.
Okay.
You did not kill the dragon, but it has 3 health left.
Oh, shit!
You got
Load up the cannons with some
Close.
onions. We're going back just to be
it
sure.
has 3 health. I was tracking every point of damage that you did. I did skip around because I knew that once the dragon got onto the tree, that's when Eagle Team 6 and the mech came in. And I wanted that to happen. So I skipped to that, not only for time purposes, but for that purpose.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Having Eagle Team 6 come back too was so fucking
Maybe,
good.
yeah. Also, we should definitely have a one shot that's just Eagle Team 6, right?
Yes.
The chaos of Eagle Team 6 and what happens.
Am I just playing a drug addict then? I don't even
All of us
know.
are playing drug addicts.
We can each pick a different drug to get into.
Oh, I love it. I love
It's
it.
like Winnie the Pooh. Everybody's a different drug.
Oh, that's funny.
Or disorder, mental disorder.
I didn't think about that.
A darker Winnie the Pooh.
Blood and
Okay.
honey.
Cool.
Winslow the Pooh? Sorry, anyways. More adult Winnie. I don't know.
Thank you all for joining us on this 3-part session of Crash Course DM. I am Chris, your temporary dungeon master. We record new episodes every other week, and we release them on YouTube or your favorite podcasting platform of choice. Word of mouth is our best friend right now. So please tell your friends, your family, your enemy, all about the show. And we'll catch you here in a couple of weeks.
Bye.